I feel like when putting these on YouTube, we should like get both of them and then like do the little intermission thing with the funny music.
Wait for it. Let's try this. That's better.
Yay!
Alright. So as we wait for Lady Punit to get back, I don't know if anybody in chat has anything they want to discuss. I don't know if there's anybody actually out there this morning in Chatland, but... So, we are going to be drawing similarities between Sophie and our novel, are we? The Melancholy of Resistance?
Yeah.
Okay. What else are we thinking?
I am thinking that maybe Hope, kind of like someone that we are like trying to become friends with.
Yeah?
I have a little bit of a theory about Hope.
Okay, let's hear your theory.
She might know more than she lets on because of her multiple personality thing.
Yeah?
And her tulpa thing.
Yeah?
And so with her tulpas, she might actually have deeper connections than even what Sophie has.
That is very possible, given how many personalities she's able to accurately portray at any given time. She has the possibilities for connection are endless with her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting story, I do know that.
Yeah. Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna restart my phone real quick.
Yeah, you do it up.
Restart phone. Restart phone. Yes, reboot. Because it's been a while since I restarted my phone.
Yep, no worries.
But you're not lagging anymore on your end, are you?
Not that I've seen.
Okay. Again, it might just be my phone then. Yeah, I think I needed to reboot my phone. It's taken a moment.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the stream here, and it's looking like it's decent, so...
Oh. Alright, that's good. It's just me then! Yay!
I was gonna say something else. I can't remember for the life of me what I was gonna say now. These early mornings are killer.
Yeah. I'd rather be doing this than being at work.
You know what? That is totally fair. Totally fair. As we wait for Lady Punit to get back. I'd almost consider putting on a pot of tea, but every time I've put on a pot of tea over the last couple of weeks, it's played havoc with my insides.
Maybe it's the water?
I think it's the tea.
What tea are you drinking?
I've tried green tea. I've tried blueberry tea. I've tried apple cinnamon. I've tried Earl Grey.
Those all kind of mess with the stomach a little bit, especially the caffeinated ones.
The apple cinnamon doesn't have caffeine in it.
No, but like, not just caffeine, but things that help with bowel movement or cleaning out the internal system.
No, I mean it actually makes my stomach hurt.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for Lady Punit to get back, I might go make a cup of coffee.
Alright.
The coffee doesn't seem to bother me as much when I've got the creamer in it. Wait, where's my... There it is. Aha!
What the fuck?
Coffee grounds. The coffee-ish brewing.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm putting out a new link for the chats.
yeah, well, I mean, it's all the same link, so...
Yeah.
So, what are we hoping for this story?
For one, not to die.
Well, I mean that's kind of obvious.
Maybe creating a coterie of our own?
A coterie of our own?
Yeah.
Well, aren't we in the process of doing that right now?
Yeah, but under the behest of Sophie. But, like, she gave us the base for it. What if we created our own coterie so that way, if shit hits the fan, we at least have each other to have our backs?
That's totally fair. Anything else?
Be interesting to see what happens when shit does hit the fan. Like, do we make a choice to continue helping Sophie, or do we make the choice of becoming an anarch?
That is definitely a thing, yes. I mean, personally for me, I usually always side with the anarchs, or at least I did in Bloodlines. Because fuck the Camarilla.
Yeah.
Just gonna put that right out. Just fuck the Camarilla.
Yeah.
Coffee's done.
Yeah.
Coffee!
Okay, I don't know why, but things are still buffering on my end.
See, I don't see any buffering on my end whatsoever, and I'm looking at Twitch directly.
Let me see if I can pull up Twitch on my end real quick. Like on my computer.
Yep.
Instead of my phone.
No worries. Lady Punit needs to come back.
Yep.
I really want to get going with this morning's story.
Same.
If you're watching, I love you.
Love you, Lady Punit. Oh. Let's see if my computer will actually work with me today.
Sure thing. Oh, my brain's not going to be kicking into gear for a good long while.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Just double check my settings here. Typing speed standard, dialogue options in the middle. Do we want to change the language?
No.
We could read it in French.
Oh, God.
Or in Portuguese. I think that's Russian. I don't know. Chinese? Italian?
Oh, God.
Spanish?
Do they have, like, German?
Nope.
Really? They don't have German, but they have Russian.
Yep.
Wow.
Also, I found out anything we've been talking about while the opening screen is a thing is going to be muted by Twitch.
Oh. Shit.
Because of the song here.
Shit.
Yep.
That's shitty.
Yep.
So we can't have the music going around?
Well, we can have the music, but people will only really hear us talk about this live unless I specifically hit the record button, which takes up more processing power, and like literally just save a copy straight to my desktop instead of downloading from Twitch.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I don't want to go looking up theories for Coteries of New York, because this game's been out long enough that people have been able to finish it.
Yeah.
So, the hubby picked me up some vanilla toffee caramel creamer. Like, international delight.
Oh.
Like, the good stuff.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, god damn.
Oh, if I start being really laggy, it's because Twitch.tv is on my computer right now, so it's gonna fuck with my computer for a bit.
You're good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do.
Yeah, because now it's running an ad.
Of course it is.
And I don't know what the ad is for, but they're doing like fancy ass nachos right now, and I want some nachos.
Nachos.
Oh, it's a commercial for Velveeta cheese.
We don't have that up here.
You don't have Velveeta?
It's not like a regular thing up here. No. If I'm gonna do something like that, I'll take something like cheddar cheese and mix it with either cream cheese or sour cream or something and make it nice and nice and creamy.
Yeah. Alright, I got the stream pulled up on my end.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good
So
far.
What is What's chat hoping for the rest of the story? I know some people have probably already seen it, but or have probably already finished it. But for those of you that haven't, if anybody's actually kicking around out there, what are you guys hoping for this story so far? For those of you that have been following along.
How many people do we have watching right now?
I try not to look at that.
Fair enough.
$5 says Lady Punit's being held hostage and needs a rescue.
Yep. I mean, if we were over there right now, yes, we'd go rescue her.
It's what, let me see. Well, from here to Winnipeg is a decent day's worth of travel. We're talking probably about 17 hours on the road.
Oh, Jesus.
And then from Winnipeg, let's see, so that's cutting through Saskatchewan, halfway through Manitoba. Ontario is one province over from Winnipeg. You know what? Fuck it. Let me take a look at maps here. See how long it would actually take me to get over there. From home to I think it's here. We'll use that as a base. Fuck it. Yeah, I don't care about transit directions. I want to know by car. Thank you. 32 hours.
Jesus. So, like, almost 2 days if we take breaks.
Yep, that's a solid 2 days worth of traveling. That's roughly about 16 hours of travel per day if you want to do it in 2 days.
Oh, God.
So, essentially, that's from my place to almost to Winnipeg. Mm-hmm. Twice.
Jeez. See, it would take me about 2 days journey to get from where I'm at to East Coast by car. Yep.
Yeah, it'd take me about 3 to 4 days to get to the East Coast from here.
Well, don't you guys also have more mountains?
I mean, not really from here to the East Coast. The big mountains in Canada are the Rockies. I'm gonna go.
I believe it was... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I'm paying attention to the stream on my computer. Yep, it was just my phone being a bitch.
Okay.
My phone's still being a bitch. Yeah. But, no, in the meantime, I'm just gonna be a little bit, laggy.
Okay.
Because... And have a little bit of delay on my end because I have the Twitch pulled up on my computer.
I hear noise from Lady Punit.
Welcome back.
I'm so cold.
You say you're cold?
Yeah.
What's the temperature there?
Well, I went out in sneakers and no socks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It feels like -4, so I went out with sneakers and no socks. And no snow pants. And I'm in a short sleeve shirt.
That's like...
I am not a smart Canadian.
That's like t-shirt weather. What the fuck?
Oh, I have poor circulation.
Oh, that'd do it. Alright.
Yeah.
So
just give me 2 seconds because I gotta forward something. Because bonus dad is best dad. He went for a test drive with me to make sure my car won't explode. He called the dealership for me to check on warranties to see if I'm covered. He told them to send me an email, and then he's told me to forward him the email so we can look at it.
yeah. Dustiest Spark says, "Good morning, ladies. Work and lurk for me today.
Yeah.
You are more than welcome to lurk along with our chat." We haven't really gotten started yet. We're waiting for Lady Punit to get her ass back.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
No,
I'm bugging.
Real life comes first.
Alright, just... How do I forward?
So as I was telling Blue Dragon Lady, found out last week when I was downloading last week's episode to put up on YouTube, while we're sitting here talking with the opening, Twitch mutes it because of the music. Well, good to see and hear y'all. Yeah, absolutely. We've mostly just been sitting here chatting. So if I download this from Twitch, anything that we've talked about for the last hour
Is muted?
is going to be muted.
Dude, that's so shitty.
Yeah, it's specifically because of this audio.
Is
So
it
we have to... Huh?
is it copyrighted?
I don't know. But Twitch mutes it.
So we cannot have the music of the game actually playing, apparently.
Well, we can have the music of the game playing. It doesn't mute it doesn't mute any other spots that I've seen so far. Literally just the title screen.
Oh. Well, shit.
So
So we would have to at least mute the title screen while on stream.
yes.
Okay. Good to know. Okay.
So what I'm going to do is we could start doing like our introductions here on Twitch for people. And then I'd switch back to our starting soon screen. And then I'd flip over to our story mode and we throw us straight into the story. So we have kind of a clean cut opening for YouTube.
That sounds like a very good idea because that also gives me a chance to make myself a hot beverage
Okay.
and warms up my toesies.
It'll take me like 5 seconds to switch, so go make yourself your hot drink quickly.
Nathan said he was going to take care of the kitchen today, and for me to not touch the kitchen, he's still in bed.
Of course he is. I gotta clean up the kitchen too. Cleaned up the cat litter yesterday. Not yesterday, sorry, 2 days ago. I should probably do that again today at some point.
But yeah, Father had my bonus dad has assured me that my car isn't going to explode before my dad has a chance to check it.
Good. So, we would hate for you to do an impression of a fireball.
Yeah.
As cool as that would be with a level up, we don't want you doing that right now.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that would
No
be bad.
fireball for you. Unless it's the alcohol.
No level 5 fireball?
No level 5 fireball. Unless it is the alcoholic beverage.
Why does it smell like fireball in here? That's cinnamon, you alcoholic!
Oh, speaking of cinnamon, my beverage for today, because it's the 1st of December, is the Candy Cane Crunch.
Nice.
Woo!
Oh, it's a black tea?
My husband bought me some International Delight coffee creamer. It's a vanilla toffee caramel. And it is like, it's like the chef's kiss this morning.
I don't know if I'm this. It's a black tea. I don't drink a lot of black teas.
So, for those of you wondering just while we're waiting for Lady Punit here, for those of you wondering what this shit show is over here that you don't normally see, this is my crafting table. I have been doing some crafting, and I've been making a staff. And I may or may not have gone out and collected dead things over there in the corner for more staves, so...
Are we allowed to show dead things on Twitch?
Listen here,
Why
you.
are you climbing me?
So,
Is Nacho climbing you?
I will figure out how I'm supposed to. Oh.
I'm also in the process of working through and working through kind of timing and scheduling for crafting streams. So if that's your thing, you might get to watch me craft again. I might be starting to go live a little more on Twitch now that I've had a bit of a rest and things are kind of panning out a little bit.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. So, how is your hot drink coming?
I have to wait for the water to boil.
Okay.
Hi,
But I'm
Nugget.
ready. Also, what?
All right.
Are we going through this thing where you try to drink my tea again? I thought we outgrew this stage.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch back to our title screen, or our opening screen, and I'm going to give us a nice clean cut.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay. Here, go. So kindly fuck off.
Good morning. Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York. I am Blazewing.
And I am Blue Dragon Lady.
Stop eating each other.
No.
Great introduction. I love it.
I'm Lady Punit. Stop it. You know he's bigger than you. You can't win.
No, I don't want to overwrite that. No, I don't want to overwrite that. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.
I gotta wait for hot water.
Please don't override the game again.
I'm trying not to. So,
Maybe you should have our save file be like at the bottom one.
no, I went into the wrong, I clicked the wrong thing. So
Okay.
who remembers what we did last?
I know we spoke with
with the bean.
Yes.
We spoke with a bean?
Yes. He was a the blood sorcerer dude.
The Tremere?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Tremere.
Do you remember his name?
Agathon.
Agathon.
Was it Agathon or was it Aisling?
No, Aisling
Aisling.
is his mom.
Okay. So, continuing on from last week. By the way, I have a bunch more Vampire the Masquerade storybooks now, apparently, because I went and bought the bundle. So, we're going to try and kind of mix and match. So, we're going to do, like, Vampire the Masquerade and possibly another story, and then come back to Vampire the Masquerade so we don't get burnt out on VTM.
Yeah.
As you wake from your slumber, and you emerge from your haven for the night, you notice a familiar face on the other side of the street, standing on the corner and looking straight at you.
Is it Emma?
It's Kaiser's lackey, whom you met recently, Jackie. He nods to you, encouraging you to approach. His hands are outside of his pockets, and he seems pretty relaxed. He's keeping his eyes on the street, though, as if making sure you're alone. He smiles awkwardly when you approach.
What do you want? Who?
Wait.
Jackie.
I believe that was Blue Dragon Lady.
Yeah.
Yes, that was me. Evening. Got something for you from our mutual friend.
He produces a crumpled piece of paper from his jacket pocket and hands it to you.
Read it, memorize it, then give it back here.
Oh no. No, that's a terrible idea. I am terrible at memorizing information. My short-term memory is shit.
We shall take screenshots.
They won't let us take Oh wait, that's right. Never mind. We're just 3 people inside this guy's brain. One of us will surely remember. I say as we're all 3 ADHD people.
Good evening, Inspector Gadget. We have a crime happening. This paper will self-destruct in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Crime! Was it for that story that we're plotting out with Crimson Entertainment? Crime happens.
Yep.
It's a letter. The paper might just be a page ripped out of a spiral notebook, but the writing on it is exquisitely detailed and deliberate. And it reads.
Oh no.
And it reads. Time to square your debt with me. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go with Kaiser's voice for this.
Oh god.
1 second. Dragon is taking a picture of it.
I mean, I could just go print screen.
That's fair. If you want to do that while I get into the voice of Kaiser.
Well, if you want to take, if you just want to take a picture, because I can only hit print screen like once, and then I have to wait until I can actually open Paint.
Okay. So let me just get this then. There you go. Okay. Maybe. Yes. Cool. Got it. Okay. Let's get into the voice of Kaiser Permanente. For those of you that don't know, Kaiser Permanente is a medical program in California.
You're fired.
You can't fire me, I'm union, bitch.
Uh-huh.
Time to square your debt with me. Go to the wine shop at 232 Mulberry Street and ask for the 1821 Special Reserve Donatello. How do you say that?
Negromaro.
Okay. More. There is more shit to take pictures of. Fuck. Nah. There we go. When they tell you they don't have it, say you are a fidel servitor della Famiglia G. Familia G. Those exact fucking words, and make sure you get the G right. Damn.
Oh, there's more!
I'm gonna go refill my coffee.
There we go.
He expects us to memorize this whole thing?
That's why I'm taking screenshots. I am being the smart idiot. You'll get a bottle.
Alright.
Just take it. Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
You'll get a bottle. Just take it and leave by saying grazie. Don't ask how much it is or anything else. Just walk out. When you have it, come back to Jackie Boy here and let him know.
Is he Italian?
We don't know.
Maybe.
Because he used the Italian term familia, and he said grazie, which are both Italian.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's a very sharp driver.
Yep.
Yeah. You done?
Give us
Memorize that shit and hand it over.
Give us a second.
So we have a choice. What's the rush, buddy? What's with all this cloak and dagger nonsense? Or didn't think your boss was a letter guy? Are we going with brat energy this morning?
I don't know. I think
not
picture
getting
being a
one.
letter guy because most Nosferatu we've seen and know of are like really high tech.
Yeah.
Yeah. So didn't think he was a letter sort of dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, didn't think he was letters.
Okay.
Oh, there's my tea. 1 second.
Nacho.
Okay.
We'll wait until Lady Punit gets back. When in doubt, brat.
Safer.
Dusty Spark says, when in doubt, brat energy. I am. You know what? I am here for the brat energy.
But what about sleep? Sleep is good too.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Aren't you don't you sleep during the day anyway? Or aren't you supposed to?
See, unfortunately, because of school, I'm one of those things called a day walker. Also,
Unfortunate.
dragon's blood incense. I'm going to kick some of this morning. I'm going to kick it with some of this
Some more
morning.
incense. I'm out.
Yeah.
Nacho Cypher, you are up.
Didn't peg your Didn't peg your boss for a letter kind of guy. Isn't electronic communication his whole shtick? Yeah, well, some things are better done the old-fashioned way. You about done with the letter?
See, they're trying to distract us. You know,
Who's trying to distract us?
the story is trying to distract us from what the letter said. What did the letter say? Was the phrase that we had to say?
Grazie.
I have it. I
See,
have it.
somebody took screenshots, but if we didn't have that, we'd have been fucked.
We would have been fucked. Wait, no. What we would have done then is we would have clicked that little story book icon.
See, here's
and
the thing
gone
about.
all the way back.
Hold on. Here's the thing about that. Let me just quickly go here. This only goes back so far.
Yeah, but we still have it.
For now.
For now, but we're not always going to have it.
Once we got to the liquor store.
So it's a good thing I took screenshots.
You note the phrases and address mentioned in the letter, and then hand it back to Jackie. He immediately reaches for a lighter and burns the letter, putting out the ashes with his boot.
Oh shit. So, yeah. When you do what the boss asks, come back here so I can tell you where to go next.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's a ghoul. He's not he's not Nosferatu. He doesn't have enough blemishes, but I think he's a ghoul.
What if he's a thin blood? Like a thin blood
Thin
Nosferatu.
blood Nosferatu would still show signs and decent blemishes, if I recall correctly. He doesn't show that. He's got like just normal markings on the skin.
Mm-hmm. So, like, really bad acne.
Yeah, so I'm going to assume I kind of want to assume that he's a ghoul.
Maybe.
Anyways,
Anyway, I have the address and the phrases.
good. Jackie, you're up. Jackie, you're up.
I'll be in that alley over there. So find me when you have the item, whatever it is. I don't know. And the boss made it extra clear that I shouldn't care. So I don't. See ya.
He shuffles.
Theory.
You what?
Theory. I have a theory of why he's asking for it.
Why?
I think it's not wine. It might be blue blood.
Oh.
Like the creme de la creme
Yep.
of
Yeah.
Blood World.
Mm-hmm.
He shuffles away and leaves you to pursue the lead from the letter. Time to pay a visit to Nolita.
Nolita.
You arrive at the address mentioned in the note. Not counting local restaurant patrons, the street is mostly empty at this time of night, but curiously, the wine shop is still open. Inside, a small middle-aged woman with curly hair stands behind the counter in front of a wall filled with wine bottles. There's a door at the back of the room, with a small table and a chair occupied by a man in a black faux leather jacket with slick, combed-back hair. He's reading a newspaper, but pauses a little as the bell rings when you open the door. He takes a sip from a small steaming cup and then gets back to his broadsheet.
Oh, she's pretty.
I think Lady Punit should take this one.
Alright, 1 second. Proprietor! Good evening. How can I help you?
God damn! I love that voice. So we now have a choice. Be direct, chat her up, or tell her a friend sent you.
We're gonna need to be direct.
Be direct. We don't have time for rat energy.
We
told them we would do the thing.
Blue Dragon Lady?
Be direct. I would like a bottle of the 1821 Special Reserve Donatello Negromaro, please.
Let me check our stock.
Fuck's sakes. It's like...
Did I tell you guys that I worked in customer service for 5 years?
It's the customer service voice, but not only that, it's the customer service voice from hell!
Yeah.
Fuck!
Get down!
She seems to be looking through a database on the laptop sitting on the counter. She puts on a polite smile.
I'm afraid we don't have that one at the moment. Sorry! Stop climbing my curtain! Do you guys see him?
This just in.
Yes.
This just in. Wait, hold on. Let me do this properly. Breaking news! This just in. Nacho Cypher is climbing the curtains.
No, I'm not. The cat Nacho is.
I know. So we now have a choice. Recite the phrase straight and simple, casually recite the phrase, or recite the phrase and reassure her.
No. Recite the phrase straight and simple.
Yes, we are on a business adventure.
What did I just frickin' say?
I am a fidel servitor della Familia G.
Famiglia.
No,
Famiglia G.
Familia? Oh, the G is silent, right? It's Italian. Shit, I keep forgetting that a lot of times. The G is silent in Italian.
I only did that because I was really into Kakyoto Hitman Reborn.
That's fair.
In that case, let me see if we have any in the back. Wait here, please.
The woman leaves the counter and goes through the doors in the back. The man by the table puts down his newspaper and takes another sip from the cup, washing it down with a gulp of water from the nearby glass.
That's odd.
He tries to hide it, but there's no doubt that he's watching you. And about a minute passes.
Don't you dare fucking follow me.
Remain silent and wait, chat up the guy, or borrow the guy's newspaper.
We're silent and wait. We were told
we
to
are
do
on a business.
Okay.
Yep.
We don't talk to him, he don't talk to us.
You remind yourself of what Kaiser wrote in the letter and keep quiet, patiently waiting for the woman to return from the back of the store. The man finishes his drink and starts doodling on the newspaper, his eyes darting to you every so often.
He thinks we're hot.
Probably. The doors to the back of the store open, and the proprietor emerges with a small, unlabeled, squat bottle of crimson liquid. She gives you an apologetic smile.
Excuse me, sorry for taking so long. Turns out we did have it.
She offers you the bottle, and you reach out to grab it, but she retracts it.
Bitch.
You do know what this is, don't you?
Why, it's mine, of course, or presents. I'll be taking this, thank you.
No, we're supposed to say grazie. That's not an option. Back.
As we leave, basically just leave by saying grazie. We're not leaving just yet. I'm tempted to say, why, it's fine, of course. Play it up. Play it up.
He said you'll get Yeah, because, like, he said you'll get the bottle. Just take it and leave by saying grazie. So...
She's going off
present.
script.
She is going off script.
Presents.
So,
I
yeah,
don't, I'm not sure, see, the thing is, I'm not sure if I want to use our blood, I'm not sure if I want to use a blood ability on her and waste that. I want to play it, I kind of want to play it up. If she's going off script, I'm going to play dumb.
But what if she doesn't let us take it? Isn't there, like, a chance we fail?
See, here's the thing. If she doesn't let us take it, that's on her. She went off script. That's her neck out on the line. We're playing dumb. We can't be held at fault. And if he is half the man that, if he's half the man that he claims to be, he will understand that we were playing dumb specifically for security purposes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
If you guys are torn, roll a dice.
Roll a dice. I think we should roll a dice.
Let me.
All right.
Worst comes to
All
worst. Wait. Question.
Yes.
When was the last time we fed?
Was it the dogs? Was it the dog walker? I think it was the dog walker. So we haven't fed in a night. And again, I don't want to waste the blood power if we don't have to right now.
Right.
He's the one going off script.
She is the one going off script. This is not on us. This is a her thing.
Yeah, so I'm kind of leaning more towards why. It's wine, of course, so that way we can keep up the masquerade.
Yeah, do not violate the masquerade. Don't forget, there's also somebody else in the room right now that's watching us.
True. Oh,
That's true.
guys. What if... Okay, this might be out of left park,
Yep.
but... What if... So we know the proprietor's in on this.
Yes.
What if the other guy is a part of the Inquisition?
Could be.
Ooh, yeah. Play dumb.
Why, it's wine, of course. Let's just go with that. Worst comes to worst, we're like, hey, we did what you said. She wouldn't give it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going with the top one?
Yeah.
Well, this is a wine shop, so it's wine, surely.
Is she gonna give it to us?
Shopkeep, you're up.
Okay. Well, of course. The best kind of wine. Enjoy.
So it's blue blood. She winks at you.
Oh, she was just being playful.
I don't care. There was no need to violate the masquerade. She should not have gone off script.
On the way out?
She's in on it. She knows exactly what she's doing. She should not have gone off script. And I guarantee you, Kaiser will probably deal with her because of that. Kaiser does not seem like the type of person that you want to cross.
Nope.
He has, like, nerd heaven in a limousine.
He has nerd heaven in a limousine, a tech setup that I am freaking jealous of. It takes a lot to get me jealous of a tech setup. But I want his tech setup so bad.
We did say grazie.
We haven't left yet.
We did. It said deciding you've pushed your luck far enough, you nod and exit the store.
Hold on. Deciding you've pushed your luck far enough, you nod and exit the store. Then take a brisk walk to your car. Nobody follows you as you leave Nolita and drive back to your apartment. It takes you some time to find a parking spot, but finally you get out of the car and start looking for Jackie. He's not far from where you parted ways just under 2 hours ago. Let's see what happens.
Got the goods?
Sure do. I do, but it was a hassle. Or any ideas what this is?
I
No.
do, but it was a hassle.
It was a hassle.
Yeah.
True, because she went off script.
Got it, but it was a hassle. Ooh, boo. Stick around. I gotta make a call.
You know, Jackie, you're going further and further up on our shit list.
Yeah.
You are not worth our time.
Nope. Which
You
is
are
again,
now going to be known as Junkie.
which is why I want to say that he's a ghoul. a vampire, specifically a vampire that works for the Camarilla or is part of the Camarilla, would do better than he's doing. That's why I want to say he is nothing more than a human.
Yep.
He takes a few more steps into a narrow space between two buildings and takes out the same high-tech phone you saw him carrying last time.
Hey, boss. Yeah, they have it. Where do I put them to? Okay. Yeah, I'll tell them to go there right away.
He puts the phone back in his pocket and turns back towards you.
Willets Point. Half an hour. So you better step on it. See you around.
With only a flippant salute, Jackie starts walking down the street and you make your way back to the car and drive. You had to push the speed limit to make it on time, but you're here. Willets Point is quite a change of scenery. The place is a post-industrial dump, the nearby stadium notwithstanding. You stop your car once you realize that if you go any further down, the potholes will kill your chassis. You step out into one of those gashes in the asphalt, splashing in the ankle-deep water. Kaiser's limo is nowhere to be seen.
Gross.
In fact, the whole place is pretty much deserted other than the apparent proprietor of a lonely bar, a middle-aged woman who's just locking the place up. Wait for Kaiser, look around for Kaiser, or feeding opportunity, bar owner.
I mean, there's no one around.
Okay, so we don't know if this is anybody's domain.
Nope.
That's true.
Kaiser's domain, I think, is his limo.
Yep.
Unless he's one of those where, because he travels around in his limo, there's probably a certain amount of distance from the limo that becomes his domain.
I also want to say we don't have our warning signs yet for for bloodthirst. Because remember, the frame of our screen will start to go splotchy red like a blood splatter if we are becoming hungry for blood. It said to ignore that at your own risk, but it doesn't tell us how many options we have for feeding between it doesn't tell us how far we go, but kind of between feedings and how many feeding opportunities we'd have until we get to that point.
I have found that we have usually had at least one opportunity per night to feed.
Okay. Thoughts?
I mean, I'd say let's see how far we can go without needing to feed for now, just so that way we can get a better feel for, like, territories and whatnot.
Okay. So you want to push it. Okay, so do we want to wait or do we want to look around?
We were told to come to this point. I say we wait for Kaiser, because we don't know where he is.
Exactly.
Also, we were told that if he went down any further down the road, that the car would get ruined with potholes.
Yep.
And I like to think he's pretty cautious with his limo, so there is a good chance we arrived here before him.
Okay.
Yep.
So...
You stay near your car and decide to wait. Kaiser must be on his way, or if he's not, and is instead playing one of his games, then you're not participating. You've got what he wants.
Right, energy.
Let him come to you. The bright lights of a car pulling over down the road some 10 minutes later catch your attention. It's a black limo. Kaiser's finally here, it would seem. Same as last time, the car door opens, but nobody comes out. You know the drill. This time, Kaiser is visible when you look inside. You sit down and close the door behind you.
So, you pulled it off without a hitch, then. Give it here.
Yes, sir.
You hand the bottle over to the Nosferatu. He uncorks it gently, takes a whiff, and puts the cork back in.
Yeah. That's the stuff. Good job, kid. Consider your debt paid.
What?
Oh yeah. And also, Take this. It's what Langley wanted.
Oh.
He passes you an envelope with what feels like a thick card inside. So now we have a choice. Thank you, Mr. Kaiser. Now we're even, or I think you still owe me a bonus.
Did he still owe me a bonus?
He owes us a bonus.
Pardon?
I don't think we do. No. Were we promised a bonus?
I can't remember.
No, because I remember what happened. We went to him with information that he already had, so he was mad. So we said we would make it up to him.
Yeah.
And he said, if you can make it up to me, then I will give you the information.
Okay.
So I'd say, thank you, Mr. Kaiser. Let's not tick off the Nosferatu that even Sophie acknowledges is very powerful.
You don't want to. You don't want to try and work him over for a little more and see what we can get out of him.
I mean, that jaw, though. That split in the jaw.
Don't forget.
It looks like he could unhinge his jaw and just take a single bite out of our head.
Don't forget. The wine shop proprietor went off script. It was a hassle for us. We actually had to stop and think about what we were going to do because she went off script.
True, because we were...
How much do we care about the random lady?
I mean, I don't give it... I'm pretty sure she might have been just... I don't know what's coming up, but I'm thinking she might have just been a one-off character. I give like 0 fucks about the shopkeep. What was that, Lady Punit?
Do we want to brat?
We usually want to brat.
I'm all up for the brat.
Okay, here's the thing, though. Nosferatu, as a clan, are very much about equivalent exchange. You give me something, and I will give you something else of equal importance. That usually has to do with information.
Okay.
We don't got any information. We're still learning shit.
Okay. So, in that case, if they're all about even exchange and we want to have a potential contact later on down the road, we should just leave it here. If we want to see how much we can get out of this, we try and grift him a little bit and see if he's got something else for us.
So the first two, I find, are very much like cut and dry, like, okay, this is the last time. I think you still owe me a bonus is brat energy, but could possibly open up conversations to be like, well, I got this done for you. What else could I get done for you?
Yep.
Maybe.
But the first two are very...
Shall we be idiots?
I say we bring the dice into this.
Alright.
Green for Nosferatu.
Okay. So...
1 and 2 top.
Sorry, say that again?
1 and 2 is top, 3 and 4 is middle, and 5 and 6 are bottom.
Okay.
I bet they are.
3.
Oh. Now we're even.
Yep.
We going with that one?
It does still
That's
kind of
what the
have a
dice
bit
roll.
of brat energy.
A little bit.
Okay. Well.
It's like a nice little middle ground.
Okay. I mean, I can get down with that.
Would you... Oh, never mind. You already clicked.
You said that's the one you wanted.
Yep, that's what the dice rolled. I'm going with the dice roll. Now, we're even. Bitch.
Sure.
Sure, fledgling. If that's the way you want to see it. I'll send Jackie over if I ever need anything else from you. How about that?
1 second. I'm trying to hook something up. No.
Time for you to get out. Now!
Yes, Mr. Kaiser, sir.
Not quite yes, Daddy, but I mean...
Sir.
Sir. It is
Yep.
sir.
He waves you out of the car. With the envelope in hand, you get out, back onto the torn asphalt in decrepit surroundings. The limo slowly drives away. Finally, you can return to Sophie and bring her what she wanted. Gregory lets you in. You hear a shrill, unpleasant laugh, and you realize Sophie's having a guest over.
Unpleasant. Oh.
He's the man from Elysium. The one with the glasses and the good taste in suits. You didn't have the chance to talk with him last time you saw him.
Oh, it's the dude.
Ooh.
Ah, Nacho Cypher. So glad to see you. Tell me, did the two of you previously meet?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
The man doesn't wait for an answer. He approaches you with an energetic, almost dance-like step and puts out his hand.
Oh, it's Thomas.
So...
I can do Thomas. I should probably do some male voices.
Okay.
Now, first of all, is his name Arturo? Arturo.
Arturo is the way I was taught to pronounce that. Have you ever seen Sliders?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I was gonna make a reference to Professor Maximilian Arturo, but if you don't know who that is, there's no point in it.
It's a good
Arturo,
show.
I've heard about you. Pleasure. Thomas is a great sort of gossip and an excellent conversationalist. I also have the prince's ear, which is the primary reason dear Miss Langley wished to speak with me tonight. Good gossip, even coming from me, isn't nearly as valued. Sad.
Sophie is taken aback by the man's direct comment, but smiles politely. The awkward atmosphere is broken again by the guest's grating laugh.
I kid, of course. I kid. Well, I was about to leave anyway, so I'll leave you two to it. Good night, Sophie. Nacho Cypher. Greggy boy.
Sophie's driver opens the door for Arturo, and the guest steps out with a single wave of the hand towards his host and you, and the doors close. So, what's his deal? What a creep, or he's quite the character, isn't he?
He's quite the character, ain't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's quite the character, isn't he?
Yes. Quite. But he has his uses.
She doesn't like him.
Just that energy from that.
She doesn't like him.
She was done.
Yep.
She needs a cigarette.
This is why I think he's a Malkavian.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas has clout. Sorry. Thomas has clout in the court and access to many juicy details on everyone from the prince to the lowliest
Primogen.
Primogen. It's useful to have him on your side, even if his
Eccentricity?
eccentricity requires some patience. Speaking of patience, you've been putting mine to the test lately. Did you manage to contact Cypher Kaiser and acquire what I asked for?
Yes.
Sorry, Mom. It took us a bit.
Yes, but I had to do another job for him first. I have it. Sorry for the wait, or I'd appreciate some more gratitude.
Don't brat your mother.
She seemed
That's
done
like-
already.
That's like the one person that you want to brat, though.
Not this time. She's done already.
See, I would say, yeah, yes, but I had to do another job for him because that shows we're kind of committed to her. Like, yeah, he didn't like your information, so I had to go do another job for him. That's why it took so long, Ma.
Eternal Werecat, welcome on in.
Hello.
Yeah, we had to go do another job for him.
Okay. Nacho Cypher, you're up.
Okay, hold on. Yes, I have it. But the data you offered was old news to him. I had to do another job for him before he would give me this card.
She retrieves the envelope from you.
I'm sure he did. I do hope it wasn't too much of an inconvenience.
I had to retrieve a bottle for him. I had to deal with his servant first, or he's just a huge prick. I mean,
Mom.
d-
We can be honest.
depending
He's a
on
huge prick.
depending on what traits he takes from a Nosferatu, I wouldn't say he's a huge prick, but he may have lost his.
Yeah.
I don't think we should tell him I had to retrieve a bottle first.
I do. Wait, why?
You think we should
Sorry,
tell her?
why don't you think we should tell her that?
Okay, so it's a multi-layer reason. The first and foremost, it's his feeding method.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very, very intimate information. That's the way I'm looking at it, because it's kind of like telling someone where you hunt.
Yep.
It could make you vulnerable. Like, who's to say she doesn't get annoyed with him and, oh, there's a fire at the winery.
So, who's to say
Yeah.
he doesn't tick us off? Right now, we know where he feeds from.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what?
Two.
I'm kind of tempted to side with you on this one. Let's not tell her and keep that to ourselves. We have something on him right now. That's a leg up. We've just learned something valuable.
Also, I would like
Yeah.
to point out that Sophie, well, no one really has given us a reason to trust them, besides for Vamp Daddy, because we know he didn't like us.
Well, Kadir
Yeah.
hasn't
Dark.
given us a reason to trust him, but he has given us a reason to be thankful of him. The only person that we have right now, the only person that we've seen right now that has given us a reason to trust them, I want to say two people. The first one is Gregory, because he's actively, it looks like he's actively tried to help us. Whether or not he's been ordered to, he has actively tried to help us, and he seems to actually like us. And the other person I want to say that has possibly shown that we can trust them is Hope.
Oh, that's true.
There are two
Although
there are two people right now that have not tried to use us for their own gain. Hope was testing us to see if she could trust us, which she can, and Gregory is actually actively tried to help us. Nobody else has done that for us right now.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't really want to tell her that, because we already told her we had to do another job for her, so she knows we're like on her side.
Dusty Sparks says, "What about the sheriff? He liked you, right?" So he doesn't like us. He doesn't really like anybody. At least that's the impression that I'm getting from him. He spared us because he was.
He hates us less than he hates everyone else.
He spared us because he was told to by the prince. However, he has recognized that we don't mean him any malice, and we actually got a smile for him, which I'm gathering is not an everyday thing. He may not like us, but I don't think he hates us, and I think we might be growing on him, and I'm thinking we might be able to sway him sometime to kind of more into trusting us in the future. I'm thinking there's a possibility there.
If you look at it like those relationship things, you see like so Dragon Age is a great example of this, especially like the first game and the second one. You have your two opposite ends. You have like ally and rival. So we're like smack dab in the middle.
Yep.
With Kadir.
Yep.
He doesn't like us,
but he doesn't hate us.
Doesn't hate us.
That being said, he does recognize that we may be useful. He does recognize, I think, that we could be a good ally, and I do think that he appreciates us because we made the effort to actually genuinely thank him for saving us. I think that may have been a couple of points in our favor. I think we've made some really wise decisions with him.
So that's why we're like probably a little bit more further along with ally, but we're not at the point where he would like go out of his way.
Yeah, he wouldn't he wouldn't go out of his way, or he wouldn't act on our behalf, but he might be more inclined to maybe listen to us if we have something to bring up, or he might be willing to maybe influence his decision making if we give him some information. Right now he is a contact and he is an acquaintance, nothing more.
Sophie, on the other hand, even though she's our patron and she did technically stick her neck out for us, We know for a fact she's using us.
Hands fucking down. Sophie's using us for her own selfish gains. Nothing more, nothing less. We are nothing more than a tool for her right now. That's it.
I would also like to point out that Kadir has never used his discipline on us.
Yes, correct. Like I said, he is a contact and he is an
had.
acquaintance, but I think with Kadir there's a chance to become a little bit more. If we play our cards right.
Daddy.
Yes, Daddy. Absolutely. Blue Dragon Lady, what do you think?
We keep the information on where Kaiser feeds close to the chest. We don't let her know shit. Because 1, that's a leg up.
Mm-hmm.
2, we know that she's using us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like there's a whole lot in, like, while we do want to help her for our survival, we're basically going to be playing on her level at this point.
Yes.
If we keep it close to our cards.
Vampire the Masquerade is all about... Sorry, go ahead.
If we keep that card close to our chest, we basically start playing on her level.
Yep.
As her equal a little bit. And also, that gives us a chance to see how much she really knows.
That's fair. So...
Because...
Sorry, go ahead.
There's a possibility she probably already knows where Kaiser feeds. So, if anything, it gives us a chance to see what she really knows, and gives us a chance further to see what she's really like amongst the rest of the masquerade.
I would also like to point out that if she wanted to, she could use her disciplines and force us to tell her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where he feeds.
Vampire the Masquerade is all about politics, if I gather correctly. It's all about how well can you play the game, how well can you one-up people while still being subtle about it. It's all about, what can I use to my advantage? So in this case, like I said, I'm actually tempted to side with Lady Punit and keep that close to the heart. It sounds like we're all there.
Yep.
So that leaves with, he's just a huge prick, or I had to deal with his servant first. See, I don't mind telling her about the servant.
She probably already knows about the servant, most likely. He's a lackey. He's a grunt.
Yeah.
So let's tell her about, I had to deal with his servant first.
I don't want to just outright insult him, because I don't want to say he's a prick. That's just his personality, and he doesn't know us. So I don't necessarily want to call him a prick until we actually possibly get to know him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so middle one it is? Yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
He's got a servant named Jackie. He was a pain to deal with.
Called it!
I hear all of his ghouls are like that. The apple never falls far from the tree, it would seem.
I fucking called it. She opens the envelope and looks at the card. You notice the same lettering you saw in Kaiser's note from before, but can't see the details, and her eyes widen. So she's just found something out.
Oof.
Yes. Excellent. I need to call in some favors. I will likely be busy for the next few nights. You have my permission to show some initiative, my dear Charge. I will contact you soon.
With that,
plotting.
She is, and she just found out something that either made her really happy or really fucking cross. One of the two.
I think she was happy.
I mean, some people can feign happiness for being really fucking pissed, or maybe she's happy that she can, like, beat someone up over this.
Okay, wait. Let's dissect what she just said. She said, I need to call in some favors.
Mm-hmm.
Bear in mind, favors are the currency of the masquerade.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if she has to call in some favors, what she just found out is really big.
Yep.
Yeah.
With that, Sophie ushers you outside, and you are left to do with the rest of this night's hours as you like.
Woo!
We're gonna take a stretch break here. We're gonna go refill our coffee cups. Guys, we will be back in about, say about 10 minutes, give or take. And we're going to get on with the rest of our night, which is only half over at the moment. I think we've had some really good discussion. I think we've made some decent progress. And we've rehashed a couple of points, such as we may have an ally coming up. And I think we can actually trust Hope, and I think we can trust Greg. So...
Wait, who's the person third from the top?
Oh, we have more things.
Somebody's watching me.
Oh!
We'll discuss that when we come back. We're going to go refill our coffee cups. And we'll see you guys in a moment.
Yep.
welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York, with the Idiot Book Nook this morning.
Yay.
So, we have now finished a few things, at least I'm assuming what's probably going to be like the first part of this story, or the introduction, or whatever the hell you want to call it. But we now have a few choices to make, and one of the things we've been debating, you see we've got 6 different options here. We have Juno and Agathon. Juno, the notes. You find the mystery of Agathon's research tantalizing enough to pay him a visit. We've got Faith and Myth, Part 1. You've received an invitation to meet a mysterious someone at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine. Somebody's watching me, Part 1. Recently, you're feeling as if somebody keeps tailing you. Time to confirm your suspicions. The Other Side of Hope. Hope is about to head out into the city. Accompany her and see her true face. The Gift That Keeps on Giving. It's been a while since you heard from D'Angelo. Maybe he's busy sticking his nose where it doesn't belong, or maybe he's pissed off the wrong people and is now rotting in a ditch somewhere. Either way, now's as good a time as any to check up on him. And we've got the Scarred One. Upon returning to your haven, you find a small scrap of paper lying on your windowsill. Need a favor, if you're still up for it. Come meet me in Prospect, Tam. We have been talking about visiting this one.
The church.
This is a side quest, and I'm also assuming this is a side quest as well. And one of our viewers a few sessions ago told us that the side quests, if I recall, don't actually close.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know who's at the church, personally.
Take me to church.
We don't need copyright violations.
We didn't specify which kind of church. We could be talking about a temple.
I was talking more along the lines of the song.
I know.
Yeah.
So, let's see. We have been wanting to know, and Mom did say we have like a few nights.
Yes.
And she told us to take initiative, so why not see who wants to talk to us at the church?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can, like, check on Hope, because we already agreed, like, she's the only one that, like, seems
to
have our interest in.
Yeah.
I agree. She might be, by all means, by normal, or by conventional means, considered crazy. Like, I don't want to say crazy, because I don't want to put that connotation on it.
Not mentally well.
Out there.
I don't want to use
I
don't want to use mental illness either, because it's not a mental illness. I want to say, yeah, you know what? Out there. We'll go with, she's a little out there. She's a little eccentric. She's a little over the top, and she's weird. But she hasn't actively tried to use us. She hasn't actively tried to plot against us, and she was just testing us to see if she could trust us. Like she so far she's shown us no ill will. So after we're done with the church, I think we should go check in on Hope. Detached from reality, yes, I like that. She's a little detached from reality.
Well, actually, she does have DID, so
actually, I don't know if she's considered detached from reality or not, because we know at this point, like point blank, she is Malkavian. The thing about Malkavians is they have a habit of seeing things that not everybody else sees. They have a habit of being able to see behind the guise, see beyond just, sensory level. They have an extra perception, but the trade-off is they now have all of these afflictions, or they have this affliction that is affecting them because of that sight. But they are extremely good companions to have, or friends to have, or contacts to have, because of the way that they perceive the world.
Yep.
They can essentially they can see beyond the veil. So I do want to go check in on Hope after we're done with this.
Same.
Make sure she's okay.
Yes. Yeah. Faith and Myth.
She invited us to a party with her.
Yeah.
Faith and Myth, Part 1. You've received an invitation to meet a mysterious someone at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine. Not as rooted in this plane. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't been to church since you became a vampire. Or kindred, as the euphemism goes. You've had to focus on concrete, practical things like survival and feeding. You've learned the essentials of the vampire experience, but you don't really have a clear idea of what it all means. The Cathedral of St. John the Divine is a New York landmark, and I believe I've actually seen that church with my own eyes. I think I actually have pictures. I think I have pictures of it when I was in New York in 2015. You've been inside once before when you were much younger. You marveled at its Gothic facade. Looking at it now from across the street, it feels ominous. The prospect of an anonymous invitation to a secret meeting is a worrying one, but the venue is well chosen. It's hard to imagine a violent attack in a place like this, with eyes everywhere. You enter the cathedral discreetly. You've quickly learned this is an essential skill for a vampire, how to move without anyone noticing you. The full force of the cathedral's architecture hits you as you walk between the pews. If the architect meant to create the feeling of being small in the face of God's glory, mission accomplished. Based on the note, you're assuming that whoever you're meeting is somewhere at the front. And as you step closer to the high altar, it feels as if something is dragging at your feet, as if the stone beneath you resisted your movement. Choice. Religion is superstition? Vampires are satanic creatures? Or does God still listen to you?
Are we talking to the statue?
I don't know. What do we want?
We weren't told to say anything, right?
Not that I know of. It's been a while since we've seen the note.
Ooh, this would also be an opportunity to test faith.
Yes, it would be.
Test our faith in God.
It would be.
I'd go with Brad energy on this one.
Does God still listen to you then? Or vampires are satanic? Well, no, vampires aren't satanic creatures. They're not rooted in Satanism.
Nope. Religion is superstition. I will Brad on this.
Lady Punit?
Yeah, I go with that, actually.
Religion is superstition. It must be your nerves. As you try to shake the feeling of crushing foreboding, it occurs to you that vampires are a superstition too. There's an old man sitting in the front. You see only the back of his head, bowed down in silent prayer. Your footsteps echo on the floor, and he turns to look at you. You can't take your eyes off of him. He's tall, dignified, white hair, balding, a few strands escaping to the sides. He's wearing glasses and simple clerical clothing.
Father.
His eyes are warm and pale, too kind for someone like you.
Oh.
Something is wrong. You feel heavy, as if a giant hand was pressing you down. The skin on your face is burning.
Oh, shit.
Perhaps, unconsciously, you expected something like this, as a vampire walking into a cathedral. Only, it's not the building or God making you feel like you're burning alive. It's the man, the priest.
Wait. Sophie mentioned something about this, remember?
What'd she say?
They have to be unbearably holy.
She said they have to be unbearably holy for them to affect you.
Yeah.
Who wants to take the priest?
I can take priest.
Blue Dragon Lady, do you have any problems with that?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright. So, he looks like a grandfatherly type person. Alright. Welcome, my child.
The priest's tone is kind, but the rising panic inside is telling you that kindness is not for the likes of you. Run or confront the priest.
Do we want to die?
I kind of want to confront the priest. We're still investigating the note, as much as our instincts are telling us to run. Stay steadfast. Show him that even though you are terrified, or you're scared, or your instincts are telling you to run, you're not going to back down.
Yeah, confront
the priest.
I hope we're not attacking him.
I hope not.
Right?
The only way to understand these painful feelings is to push forward and confront the priest. As you step closer to the priest, panic rises inside of you. The emotions are hard to control. Fear, anger, pain, all trying to wrestle you in different directions and away.
Can I help you? Are you okay? No, we're not.
The priest talks to you like he would a lost vagrant who has chosen to enter the house of God. How are you doing this? Please, it hurts, or I'm sorry, Father. I am so sorry.
Oh, wait. Are we the only ones in the church right now?
As far as I know, it did not bring our attention to anybody else. We could just eat the priest.
No, we are not eating the priest. Not in the house of God.
I mean, to be fair, by Christian mythology, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Is God... what's the worst that God's gonna do? Send us to hell? According to Christian mythology, we're already headed there.
Alright, you know what? Let's just... I don't want to ask how are you doing this.
Sorry, Blue Dragon Lady, you were saying?
Like what Lady Punit was about to say, we don't want to ask how he's doing this. We also don't want to say, please, it hurts, because those first two risk breaking the masquerade.
Yep.
So, the safest option would be, I'm sorry, Father, I'm so sorry.
Because I wonder if it's direct eyesight.
I don't know.
Because if we do that, he might send us to, like, the confessional.
Dusty Spark says the worst that could happen is a pillar of salt or a flaming ball of whiskey. I mean, I don't know about you. It's like only 11 o'clock. I could go for some whiskey.
Right.
I want Chucky Milk and whiskey!
That sounds like a whiskey situation.
Sure does. So, we're decided then? Bottom one?
Yeah. I'm so sorry. And maybe we'll just leave.
Yes. I'm sorry, Father. I'm so sorry.
It is all right. Do you wish to pray? No, we don't know what's going to happen if we do that.
It's simply too much. You mutter something incoherent in reply. You don't sound like a vampire, an undead being made powerful by immortal blood. You're just another sad, confused, and lost soul. You turn around and stagger away, only feeling like yourself once you're back on the street outside. You stand on the sidewalk, confused and scared. No enemies seem to be attacking you. The priest didn't follow you. The night air is wet with the smells of the city, the same as every night. How?
Oh!
How? Do you want to take that one?
Sure.
Okay.
How did it feel?
Sorry, a little louder.
How did it feel?
You look at the man speaking to you. He's well dressed, if a little archaic. Dark-haired, handsome like a character from an old movie. He smiles, as if he knows something that you don't. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly turn down that volume.
Did this guy set us up?
We don't know.
Yo, you... that bitch.
You glance around. There are people on the street, and you don't appear to be in immediate danger. Who the fuck are you? Did you do this to me? Or why does it hurt so much?
Okay, no. Once again, trying to keep up with Masquerade, because we look physically fine.
Yeah.
To our knowledge, we don't look like we're burning or anything. There's no steam coming off of us. So I would go with, who the fuck are you?
Who are you?
Okay.
Who the fuck are you? Please, calm down. I'm not your enemy.
That's yet to be seen.
We have a name.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Benoit.
Benoit?
How do you pronounce that?
Benoit.
Benoit. Okay. My name is Benoit Segal. We share many things in common, even if you don't know me.
So he's kindred.
I mean, it looks like it.
Benoit offers his hand to you. You shake hands? You refuse, glaring at him? Or auspex, you shake hands and use your vampiric senses? I want to say, now is the time we open ourselves.
I say yes, because we don't know. This guy could be part of the Inquisition.
Yeah.
So we're using auspex?
Yeah.
Yep.
We haven't used it all night. Might as well.
Lie detector.
Benoit is a vampire, that much is clear. He is using his blood to simulate the functions of a living body. But the rhythm of his heartbeat reveals its artificial nature.
Ooh. Would you mind sitting with me for a moment?
Yes, I would, actually.
Benoit points to a park bench nearby in darkness because of a broken streetlight. Wary, you decide to follow him. Only an enemy totally unconcerned with the masquerade would attack you here. Benoit sits down and you follow suit, and for a moment, both of you contemplate the cathedral in silence.
I know how it feels, what you just felt. I have experienced it myself many times.
And for a moment, you consider how to respond. It's clear Benoit sent the invitation to come here and orchestrated this little setup. Why did you invite me? Did you try to get me killed, or I feel like punching you?
Why?
Yeah, let's not go straight into punchy mode. We're not...
Yeah.
If we were a Bruja, I'd say yeah, because bear in mind, Bruja are ruled by their anger.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not getting any malice from him. I think he's trying to prove a point, or he's trying to show us something. We might not know who he is, but I think he's trying to show us something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you bring me here?
Hey.
What did you want?
What's the point? Why did you go through the trouble of getting me here? We share a connection, you and I. I'll explain it later, but right now, the important thing is that it's so much easier to show than to tell.
Are we looking at our sire?
No, our sire was prettier. We might be looking at our
much
sibling.
prettier. Maybe.
Shit, okay.
No, because remember, if it was our sire...
Right, we've actually seen our sire's face.
Yeah.
And also, I would like to point out that we would be getting all those weird, very conflicting feelings again.
Fair.
Yep. So this might be like a brother of some kind?
Fair.
Stepbrother. He's stepbrother.
Sibling. Like how with Tamika, all of her siblings.
Yeah. It works a little different for...
Sibling.
It works a little different for vampires, but I get what you're saying. It's the closest word that we have, essentially.
Yeah. They're our step-sibling.
Benoit, you're up.
I wanted you to meet Father Anthony. Or see him. Experience him. Did you wonder why it felt like that?
It was
Anthony?
the priest? It was the priest? Is it a supernatural power, or does it matter?
Is it a supernatural power?
No, because Sophie explained it to us that only truly good people. So first of all, I would like to commend Father Anthony for being a truly good priest. I imagine that's very hard to come by in New York.
Not just that. A truly good person. Because along with faith, along with that kind of faith, comes having to be a good person, especially in that line of work. To have that much faith, you have to be an innately good person. You cannot have been corrupted by the world, so good on him for that.
Good on Father Anthony. He gets a pass in our book for being a decent priest.
Yep.
He's the real MVP for the night.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting because it means we can tell who's real and who's not.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, does this... Oh, now I just want to make, like... a Vampire the Masquerade OC who only drinks from corrupted priests and kills them.
Oh, damn. I kind of want to build a Vampire the Masquerade OC myself. God damn it!
I mean...
If I wasn't already in 4 D&D campaigns, or 3 D&D campaigns and a Pathfinder campaign, I would actually consider possibly trying to join or start up a Vampire the Masquerade.
I'd like to point out that we're all on TikTok, so who's to say we can't just cosplay?
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's true.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, or sorry, Daddy, I've been naughty.
So, it was the priest?
It was So I'm gonna say, I want us to say it was the priest because it shows, yeah, we're kind of knowledgeable. You're not telling us something we don't already know. We just didn't think it was real.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Nacho Cypher, you're up.
At first, I thought it was because I was in a church, but then I realized it came from him, the priest. I think you're right. It does come from him. It's his faith that makes you feel like that. He's safe in his belief while you are one of the damned. Do you ever wonder what's the role of a vampire in God's creation?
No, but Kitty does.
Hi, Kitty.
Hi, Nugget.
Nugget, I love you, baby. I do, and I imagine chat loves you too, but this isn't your usual fan base, buddy.
Doesn't matter. Nuggets like love me. Ooh, what's this?
Hi. Yes.
Headbutt.
I love you too. Can you go somewhere else for a bit, though?
Congratulations,
No,
you have internet fame.
No, I want attention from you, Ma. It's time for attentions. It's attention time.
Okay, 1 second while I squish his head. You guys continue. I just gotta do heads.
You stop to think. Of course you've wondered what all this is about, or what this is all about. Whether it's about God or nature, you don't really know what being a vampire means. That's the trouble with the Masquerade. A human faced with a human problem that can go online and find something that helps? You can't. The Masquerade means that everything there is to know about your condition is secret and hidden away. You're left relying on unreliable opinions of people like Benoit. Suddenly, Benoit takes your hand and presses it against his chest.
Hello? Excuse me?
As he stares into your eyes, you feel his heart stop.
Bad touch. Bad touch!
My heart... Oh, sorry. Benoit, you're up.
My heart no longer beats, yet I move, I talk. Is that how God intended us to be?
There's a natural explanation? No, can't be, or let me go.
Let me go.
Um...
Here's the thing. I think he's trying to come on to us like it's equal parts. I'm explaining this to you, but I find you really attractive.
It's possible.
Sir.
Sir.
Let me go.
Are we all
Touch.
Are we all decided on let me go?
Wait. Before we click anything, we have to decide what Nacho Cypher's views on religion are.
His views are our views.
Yes. So, is this how God intended us to be? Okay, he's talking about the Christian God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, probably not. If we're talking about Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
Because to my knowledge, in the original Bible, don't quote me on this, I am not a practicing Bible reader. I don't think there is actually, talks about kindred in the Bible.
Not really.
In order to find that out, we would have to read the original Hebrew.
Yeah.
And I can't read Hebrew, so
I don't think. Wait. I got it. 1 second. 1 second. I know who we can ask.
Oh God, are we actually going to be reading the Bible at some point?
I'm asking Google.
That's fair.
Vampire in the Bible?
I'm pretty sure there's not. I know there's mention of a dragon. And I know there's mention of, not so much in words, but there is mention of Lilith.
Wait, there's a mention of a dragon in the Bible?
Yep. An actual, legit, fire-breathing dragon.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Described in detail.
According to biblical scholars, Al-Kuha can mean blood-lusting monster or vampire. Akula was first referred to in Proverb 30 of the Bible, Proverb 30:16. The most detailed description of the Akula appears in Sefer's Chestium, where the creature is understood to be a living human being, but can change into a werewolf.
Oh.
Dusty Spark. I'm not talking about the dragons in Revelation. I'm talking. It's in one of the earlier books. There's a description of an actual legit fire-breathing dragon described in detail in one of the books. I can't remember what book it is because it's been a while since I've studied that. But, anyways,
he says it's in Revelations.
Yes, but the one I'm talking about is not in Revelations. It's elsewhere. There's another description of in detail. I'll have to see if I can pull it up for you guys at some point. But
so it sounds like there is vampire talk in biblical scholarly type things, but it sounds like they're talking about gangrel because it says a living human being but can change into a wolf. That's a gangrel.
Yep.
Or a Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Nosferatu can have that ability too.
Dusty Spark says, yes. I can't recall either, but they be real.
Yep.
I want to have a discussion about this later.
About biblical vampires and dragons?
About dragons specifically. We'll talk about that later.
That reminds me. In the lore of Vampire the Masquerade, the first kindred was Cain.
Yes.
Ooh,
the first kindred was rumored to be Cain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is biblical.
Yes. So Cain was effectively punished for murdering his brother Abel.
Yeah.
Book of Job. Maybe I can't remember Eternal Werecat. It's been so long since I've actually picked the book up. I'm going to have to go through and I'm going to have to figure out where it is. But there is a lot of... So the thing is, a lot of modern-day vampire mythos does pull a lot from Christian mythology. Our thoughts and our ideas around what a vampire is does rely heavily on Christian mythology. That's not necessarily the way it is elsewhere in the world, but we as a Western society base our mythos heavily on that because we are influenced by that.
Yep.
So we would have to go all the way back.
Yes. This is a discussion. I think this is an interesting topic to talk about. Let's put it in our notes section and let's figure out what we're choosing. So if somebody wants to write that down.
So in research notes?
Yeah.
Research. I'll quickly type it into our research notes section.
That'll give us an extra talking point if we need to just sit and have a discussion one day.
Yeah.
So we have a choice. There's a natural explanation. No, can't be, or let me go.
I mean, we already did try to go along the whole mindset of religion is just superstition. So we might not have a whole lot of roots in religion, even though we did go to church. What if, Nacho Cypher just went to church as, a family thing with his sister and his ma or something like that?
As a lot of families do in the Western world.
True. Also, I would like to point out this guy looks like a hipster.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to say there's a natural explanation, and
there's gotta be a natural explanation.
Eternal Werecat, please DM that to me. I need to go look that up. We have a book and a chapter and a verse for the description of the dragon, which we'll talk about at some point.
Okay.
Anyways.
Sounds like it will be a discussion we have after we finish this.
Yeah.
Yes. We need to get through this first.
Yeah.
I want to say there's a natural explanation.
Yeah.
Theory of evolution.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I don't believe in the supernatural. There's a natural explanation for all of this. We just don't know it. Maybe there is. I don't know either. But I know that Father Anthony's faith is real. Sometimes I'm skeptical too. But in Father Anthony's presence, I know faith is real. I know it because it hurts so much. But perhaps you have questions about faith and our kind?
Yes, what are we? How do you know any of these stories are true, or perhaps we are divine, not damned?
Oh, that's an interesting perspective.
I kind of like this one, actually.
It does radiate a bit of that brat energy we like to go for.
Yep.
Also, I have a question.
Yes.
By their theory, it's just someone who has a strong enough faith in something.
By Vampire the Masquerade lore, it is somebody who has a strong enough faith in something. Which means it could be faith in the Christian god, it could be faith in one of the pagan deities. Hell, it could be faith in your fucking cat. They don't actually define that, or at least they haven't as of yet.
Exactly.
It also makes me wonder, like, I know it also has to be a good person, but could, like, a good cult leader give the same effect?
Theoretically. We don't have enough information to make that judgment call yet.
Alright, let's have, like, an open discussion with this guy about philosophy and say perhaps we are divine, not damned.
Blue Dragon?
Yeah, what if we're the divine ones and maybe his energy is the bad one?
Okay.
Perhaps we are divine, not damned.
Benoit laughs, and for the first time the aura of bitterness enveloping him lifts.
Yay!
You're clever. There are many religious cults among the Kindred, even more among the Anarchs. Some of them do indeed believe we are divine. We die, we rise again, just like Jesus.
Wouldn't go that far.
Be careful with that, right? Be careful with that kind of talk, though. You might not know it, but there are all politics attached to every belief. I think he's an anarch.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because think about it, Sophie hasn't, like, brought us here.
Eternal Werecat says, once read a book and the character, a Christian believer, went into a vampire lair wearing a sheep necklace. Her belief in her power of the Christian god allowed her to use the sheep like a crucifix. Yeah. Effectively.
Oh shit. Go into an Elysium, declare your divinity, and everyone around will start making assumptions about you. Sometimes, faith is best kept private, even among our kind.
That is a little too close to home for world events. Holy shit.
Yeah?
I mean, hasn't that been, like, what's been going on with pagans until relatively recently?
Yeah,
And
thing, I'm thinking also more militant Christians need to keep this advice in mind. But pagans keep their beliefs and their religion or their spirituality pretty close to the heart. They don't go waving it in everybody's face. Sure, a lot of people will talk about it if asked to, but we don't actively try and convert people. We don't actively force it down people's throats. At least we try not to.
Yeah, we, for most of the time, pagan practitioners tend to just keep it in their home. Like it's supposed to.
Eternal Werecat. Sorry, go ahead.
I would like to also point out that among the Jewish belief, if you want to convert to Judaism, you have to ask a rabbi 3 times.
Yep. Eternal Werecat says they don't wield it as a weapon. Pagans don't wield their faith as a weapon.
You're not wrong.
At least we try not to. I have seen instances of some pagans doing the bullshittery.
Yep. Most of us use it as a shield or as a cloak. We use it to wrap ourselves in or to protect ourselves. We're not offensive with it, we are defensive. At least that's the way we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Just ask yourself, when you met Father Anthony, did you feel divine?
These are just crazy vampire stories. Did I come here to talk about religion, or this is a lot to take in?
I don't want to say vampire stories because I will remind you we are currently in public.
Yep.
So
this is a lot to take in.
I kind of want to say this is a lot to take in, but I also want to say, did you just send me here to talk about religion? This guy has a motive.
Yeah, he actively left us a note, which means he had to seek us out, and he brought us here for a reason. I want to know why.
What do
Yeah,
you...
why, okay, cut to the chase. Why'd you bring me here?
Okay.
Did you have anything else? Or did I just come here to talk about religion? I know, it's overwhelming. It was for me when I first met Father Anthony. I know there are others like him, whose faith shines like a beacon. Priests, old ladies, children, anyone can have that conviction inside them.
I have to go? This is too much? Or I have to pray for guidance?
I have to pray for guidance.
I pray for guidance now.
Before we talk anymore, I have to pray for guidance. I don't know what to think, and I need help.
Benoit nods patiently.
Let's meet again in a few nights. Here, at the cathedral. We can talk more after you've thought it through.
You leave Benoit sitting in the shadow of the cathedral, contemplating what lies within. It would be easier to ignore his words without the reality of what you experienced. Father Anthony was holy, and you know it to be true, but what does that mean? Like any good philosopher, what does that mean?
It means there's still good priests in New York, which is surprising.
It means there's still good people?
Yeah.
Which again, in this
Which
day
is
and age,
also surprising.
yes. We now come to our rest. So, it is currently 11:25 by my time, in Mountain Time.
Oh, hey, we got a new one.
Oh? What? Oh, dang.
So, hold on. It is now 11:25 my time, give or take. And I believe Blue Dragon Lady has to leave in an hour and a half. I've got 2.5 hours before I have to be at a counseling appointment. Do we want to continue, or do we want to call it here? We got a bit of a late, keeping in mind that we got a bit of a late start, but do we want to take time to process and figure out where we're going next, or do we just want to jump straight into the next night?
I kind of want to try and get a bit more done, and usually it only takes us, what, an hour?
Or
to
two.
finish
Yeah.
An hour or two.
section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we try to, like, stay on track, which is hard.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We did say we wanted to visit with Hope next.
Yes.
Yep. But
We want to check in on Hope and see how... But who's a nosy reporter?
There's a sleazy reporter from a gossip magazine sniffing around Sophie's haven, and she could use your help with the problem.
Oh.
Ooh.
We do want to visit Hope, but do we want to help bail Sophie out?
It would keep us alive in the long run.
Yes, we have a choice to make.
Fuck.
We may have to clean up on the way there.
We may have to what?
We may have to clean up some issues on the way to Hope.
So you guys want to go through Sophie's to get to Hope?
Yeah. Oh. Do we?
Because also, Sophie seems like a capable enough lady.
She has
Like-
Gregory.
She does, and she has proven she is not unwilling to use her powers for whatever suits her purposes. But that's
And
also... Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Well, bearing in mind also, I think this is a prompt to, like, continue the main story. Because Sophie
Yeah.
said she'd contact us in a few nights.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
Also, I'd like to point out that each section takes half a night.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think Sophie would be okay for, like, 6 hours.
Yeah.
So,
Or
where
at least 4 hours.
are we going?
Hope.
Hope.
Hope?
Let's go to a
You
party.
The other side of Hope. Hope is about to head into the city. Accompany her and see her true face. 1 second.
Was I Hope?
Sorry about that.
No, Blazewing was Hope.
Right. Blazewing wanted to be Hope.
Yeah.
Can somebody write down my roles for me then? Because I forgot to do that, and I will just go through and copy them and repost them at a later date.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that real quick.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just so we can keep track.
Yeah.
So you're a narrator.
Yep.
Your
Hope.
Hope.
See if I can remember what I was doing for Hope's voice.
You had to shift it when she like started talking about different usernames.
Yep. When you get to the... Sorry, you what?
I'm trying to remember if you had any other roles, but I think it was just those two.
I had,
Yeah.
what's his name?
The Thin Blood?
Thin Blood dude.
I'll put his
Yeah.
name. Thin Blood dude.
When you get
Alright.
when you get to the internet cafe, Hope is already waiting out front. The sight catches you off guard. A part of you suspected that she might be more of a shut-in. My haven is my castle type. Perfect timing. We need to go for a ride. Get in, get in, get in. She doesn't wait for your response and jumps behind the wheel of a lavender vintage roadster instead. The engine starts roaring expectantly, causing everyone's head to turn. She doesn't do things subtly, does she?
Nope, she is not a subtle person.
Not wanting to attract needless attention, you quickly slip into the back seat of the car. The moment you shut the door behind you, the vehicle sets off, its tires screeching.
No.
Sorry for not bringing you up to speed at first. But hey, this is New York City. Everyone's always in such a rush, and this is even more true when you're kindred. Now, allow me to take care of some business, and I'll be right with you.
Oh god, is she texting while driving?
Even as she's zooming through the traffic, she's still on her phone, of course.
Ah! Do not text and drive, kids!
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It's not like she can die.
But she could cause an accident.
Yeah, but she wouldn't die.
Yeah.
Neither would we. So we have a
Nice car.
nice car. Watch the road, please, or what's your business?
I mean, we kind of already know what we're getting into, so nice car.
Nice car.
Nice car. How do you afford that?
Vroom vroom beep beep.
That answers the question.
Thank you. The lavender really brings out its character, don't you think? About affording things in this city, it's pretty hard. You gotta be the top of your game at all times. Might as well explain my business plan to you while I'm at it. So,
Sure.
another extremely online malk based in New York goes by the name of Dev Null told me to Google Ethereum a few years ago. That's how I got into Bitcoin.
Hey.
And I found a new religion. 23-year-olds selling visions of governments replaced by benign code and decentralized consensus. Masses ruled by algorithms just as the laws of physics. Idiot man-child investors trying to shape their realities through sheer fanatical zeal, and dedicated collectors of things as abstract as rare SHA 256 decryptions. Her driving style is far more aggressive and dangerous than you're comfortable with. Is it just you, or does she peek into the rearview mirror more often than she looks straight ahead? A hyper-speculative environment where nothing has real value, only abstract beliefs matter, and your life savings can be ruined by a single bullshit tweet. How could I refuse the allure? I started buying low and selling high on a variety of shady 24/7 exchanges that allowed me with 100 times leverage, as in they'd lend me 100 times the capital I could bet with. I got lucky at the beginning and kept the ball rolling, shorting and longing, impulsively, recklessly. I got to the point where I became too big to fail, and that's when I cashed out. The car comes to an abrupt halt. You bump up against the seat in front of you. Okay, this story will be continued later. We're here, right at our first stop. I'll need you to do me a favor.
Oh, God damn it.
You were
Why are we always in the back seat? We're not children.
We have choices. We're where? What favor? Or first stop?
I think we're slowly looking. Like,
Yeah.
we're where. She's not going to tell us what favor. Not going to tell us. I think saying first stop, because bearing in mind she's a Malkavian. Malkavians don't always explain the process.
Well, she's asking us to. She's point blank asking us to do a favor.
Okay.
So in order for us to do the favor, she's going to have to tell us.
All right, yeah. What favor?
What favor?
Yep.
Favor? What favor?
Nothing too difficult. Literally a jump in, jump out kind of deal.
She said literally.
See that weird guy in a Yankees cap standing around the corner? Approach him and tell him you're at young, hot, petite, ingenue. Take the phone he gives you and bring it here.
What?
Young, hot, petite, ingenue.
Get going, honey. It's illegal to park here. You jump out of the car. You jump out of the car and approach the man, Hope has pointed out. Not a lot you can tell about him based on his appearance, aside from the fact that he seems pretty shady. The guy assumes a comically threatening pose as you approach him.
The hell do you want? I'm young, hot, petite, ingenue.
Let's just do what she says and get this over with. I'm
at young, hot, petite, ingenue. I mean, no offense, but I kinda expected a girl. I mean, no. Yeah, my bad for assuming. Damn.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Alright.
How dare you assume our gender?
Yeah.
He takes
How do you know we're not female, by the way? We just might not be female conforming.
He takes
or female presenting.
He takes a phone out of his pocket and covertly passes it to you.
Everything has been prepared and preloaded according to your instructions. Should take about 2 minutes to transfer the data.
And give me 1 second.
Now get out of here. Okay.
Turn up the audio because that last chapter was a little loud. We still want some ambiance.
Now get out of here.
You're not my real dad.
The man walks away with an exaggerated hip-hop gait. You jump back into Hope's car and she immediately steps on the gas. You got the phone? You're the best. Pass it to me, please. She connects the two smartphones using a cable and begins some sort of data transfer. Looks like it's an identical model. After a minute or so, the process is complete. Alright, goodbye, lovely. You've served me well. Hope opens the car window, grabs her old phone. You're not expert enough to recognize the exact model, but it definitely looks like it had an $800 price slapped on it, and tosses it out the window.
That's how much my phone cost me.
Surprised, you look behind you and see a car in the opposite lane run over the abandoned device. Hope notices your quizzical look. I've been needing a lot of burner phones lately, and I'm not going to use some cheap piece of shit, so it's an, pretty expensive necessity.
That's a burner cell?
Intersection, red light. She takes advantage of the moment to shoot a driving selfie that strategically excludes her face and uploads it to Instagram. You notice her handle there is at Versace Beauty. Now, I was telling you a story.
Does she have Versace as a sponsor?
I don't know. Bitcoin, cashing out, or getting rich? I think it was Bitcoin we were...
Cashing out.
Cashing out?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, she left that cashing out the stocks.
Mm-hmm.
Nacho Cypher, you're up.
Cashing out.
Right. At some point towards the end of 2017, I become convinced I needed to cash out. There was no way the bubble was going to last forever. I always knew there would be no grapes of wrath for the cryptocurrency era. It would have to be a series of profoundly antisocial, disconnected events. The whole crypto culture was a decentralized church of lone millennials who rejected all established modern values and kept atoning for the original sin of not buying Bitcoin back in 2013. I mean, to be fair, if I hadn't known about that, I probably would have invested a few bucks.
Same.
Another abrupt last-second turn. You're pressed against the window. What the hell is it with her driving style? Bet a life you've never wanted to live anyway, and get a chance to win a priceless pile of nothing. Untether yourself from all worldly desires. Find joy in suicidal ideation. To this day, money holds no real value for me. It's as abstract as a video game score. A bunch of numbers on the screen. This joyless world has changed me forever. I knew I had to escape. So I took on my piles of fictional dollars to a new arena. Elite New York City social circles. Not because I wanted to scam them and make them more, but because I wanted to finally have some goddamn fun. I mean, of course I had to scam them in the process, but it was only in service of becoming something more than a star. A constellation! Another abrupt stop, this time next to the entrance of a shifty-looking back alley. All right, friend, this time, you're whistleblower extraordinaire.
Huh?
Whenever a press sneak fuck wants a leak, you've got it. Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry for putting you out there in my place, but I only personally contact people as a last resort. Gets harder to protect my identity each time I show my face. And since I've got you, our man is waiting for you in this back alley. He's paying back a favor with a flash drive containing crucial information we need to stay safe in the city. Retrieve it.
Fair.
I will circle the arena. Make sure we aren't in danger right now. When you're done, get back here and I'll pick you up. Everything clear? Good. You exit the car and see it drive away in a hurry and then head into a narrow passageway. Sure enough, there's a man waiting for you at the end of the back street. Unshaven, wearing wrinkled clothes, with a nervous eye tick. He looks even dodgier than the last guy you met.
Jesus!
She is somebody, she's somebody we need for contacts and for less than scrupulous means. She knows how to get in touch with people.
Yeah.
When you approach, he gives you a mean look.
Oh.
You lost or something?
I'm at leaky gut syndrome. I need help with my gut, or just give me the flash drive.
No, let's go along with this. We might as well play along with her because
Yeah.
I'm leaky gut syndrome.
Yep.
I'm at leaky gut syndrome. You said you've got a little something that might interest me? Oh, of course, straight to the point, aren't you? All right then.
Clumsily, he produces a USB stick from his front shirt pocket and holds it before your face. When you reach out to take it, he pulls his hand back and gives you a sly grin.
Excuse me?
Bitch, getting all this data was risky, you know. Miss Montgomery is an unusually secret person. Digging up dirt on her took more effort than I expected. Effort that should be rewarded, I think.
Excuse me?
The more you ask around about her, the more you expect a letter saying, give up your inquiries, which are completely useless, at your doorstep, perhaps attached to a severed cat head. You catch my drift?
Nope.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds like you were deep diving a little bit too much there, bud.
Mm-hmm.
That's not my problem.
The secrecy surrounding her screams friends in high places, brave New World Order, Illuminati shit, you know? Makes me think I deserve some hazard pay.
Refuse and bluff, start walking away, or agree with him? I want to say refuse and bluff. Or we could just leave him high and dry, but Hope needs that USB stick, so...
I don't want to agree with him.
Neither
He's
do I.
a shady journalist.
Yeah.
Refuse and bluff. Maybe threaten to eat him. Or just eat him.
We could do that. We don't have an option right now, but if it comes up, we could.
Yes.
Look, we're not...
Because we haven't fed in a few nights.
We also don't have any signifiers at the edge of our screen yet.
I say refuse and bluff, simply because I don't want to agree with him, because, look, he has an agreement with Hope, not us. We're just the messenger.
So we are decided?
We're the person.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Blue Dragon Lady. He thinks we're the person?
Yeah, he thinks we're the person that he's been talking to.
Yeah. I also don't know how Hope will react if we agree to things on her behalf without her knowledge. Again, she is not somebody that you want to cross. She has a way of making things happen, and with her, I'm pretty sure it will not be traced back to her.
Nope.
With the others, it might be, but she is able to work things in such a way that you can't actually be sure it's her.
Yep. So refuse and bluff. I ran a background check on you. You're not just some random schmuck off the street. No way you didn't know what you were walking into when you took on this job. And if you really didn't, I doubt you're the kind of journalist who can gather intel worth shit.
You're bluffing the hell out of him, unsure if it's going to work.
Please work.
It does. The man spits on the ground angrily and raises his hands in surrender.
All right. I shouldn't have put you on the spot like that. My bad, okay?
Damn straight.
He extends his hand, holding the flash drive towards you again, and you take it.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Not really sure what it's about, but one of my informants claims you might be interested in this.
He reaches into his inner jacket pocket and presents you with something wholly unexpected.
A dildo.
It's a bag of blood, labeled simply as ABRH negative. You take a closer look, but that doesn't answer any of the questions that just appeared in your mind.
Play dumb.
Somebody knows something. Somebody's fucking toying with her. Somebody's toying with Hope, and I want to find out who.
Yeah.
Wait, it might be a fan of hers from... Oh, wait, no, the live stream wasn't real.
Yeah.
Nope.
Somebody knows something about her, and I want to know who. I kind of want to get to the bottom of this, because I kind of like Hope, honestly.
Same.
Oh, wait, I know what that is. ABRH is a super rare blood. It's the only blood that can be given to one another.
Ooh.
I remember because AB blood types are super rare, and there's a certain type of AB blood that is best to give to one another. So they're always looking for it. That could be blue blood.
You peek into the journalist's cold blue eyes and see them twitch uncontrollably. I wonder if we could make him a ghoul if we have a chance.
Ooh.
Would we want...
Have our own goal. Not him. Don't ask me. They said you'll know what to do with it. Leaky gut. They said you'll know what to do with it, leaky gut. Come on, take it.
I don't want to.
No.
He seems pretty insistent on getting us to take that. I have issues with that.
Yeah.
Something's
How about
not
you?
right. Something's
Also,
not right here.
wait. Did they specify that we would like it or that she would like
That
it?
she would like it.
He knows
Or
that
they'll
we're
know-
not... Oh, he knows we're a middleman.
More than likely.
There's something odd about that.
Yeah, there's something not quite
I don't
right.
like this.
So, accept the
Dick,
blood,
nope.
feeding opportunity, drink his blood, or refuse the blood.
Refuse.
Refuse. There's something off about this whole thing.
Yeah. Keep it. I have no idea what that informant is, but they've been feeding you bullshit, buddy. Yeah, I don't think so.
Excuse me?
Another eye twitch, and an awkward silence. You give the bag one last glance and leave the alleyway you came. Or the alley the way you came. Hope's car appears behind the corner just as you walk out onto the street. It doesn't even fully stop when you approach, but slows down just enough so that you can jump in. The moment you close the door, she leans into the gas pedal with her full strength, causing the engine to roar. Her driving style definitely doesn't reflect how laid back she seems as a person. We've got it? You throw the flash drive onto the seat next to her. Perfect. Any problems? How did the meeting go?
Oh yeah, tell her straight up.
You relate the entire back alley encounter to her. Toward the end of the story, you notice she's not staring at the road or her phone, but directly at your face, and the realization startles you.
Watch the road!
You've got that bag of blood with you?
No. Left it with him. Felt fishy somehow.
Huh. Anything particular about it?
Nothing. Just a label saying ABRH negative.
She steps on the brakes.
Shit.
Fuck. 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 Fuck! Dot dot dot. I'm okay.
Are you?
Are you?
She grabs the flash drive you've obtained and throws it out the window. Looks like that's her favorite method of taking care of problems. She wanted the blood. What she wanted was in the blood.
She wanted the flash drive.
She thought she wanted the flash drive.
Ooh. Or another theory is that, remember when we had suspected that someone had pulled up shit on her specifically?
Yep.
Because flash drives can also be used to transmit computer viruses.
Yes.
So when she realized what type of blood that was, when we told her, she probably realized what was going on, and it's like, nope, I can't use that anymore.
That bag was a message. AB negative used to be my blood type. It's the rarest one, found in less than 1% of the United States population. Glad you didn't drink it. Who knows what they've done to that bag? Some NYC vets can tell you wild stories about using irradiated blood to locate and kill other kindred. Somebody's hunting her.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nacho.
Seriously? Seriously? Glad I didn't drink from him.
So she just dodged a bullet because of us.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry, yeah. Still, I wonder if they would have done anything to his blood that would be some kind of 5-dimensional chess move.
Hey,
But yeah.
Star Trek reference.
But yeah, this contact is compromised and needs to be cut off. Goodbye, my journalist frenemy, and goodbye, dear at Leaky Gut Syndrome. You've both outlived your usefulness.
Okay.
Ooh.
So.
After a
So
brief... Sorry, go ahead.
So she just said she had that really rare blood type that I talked about.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is some... Here's the thing, though. If she used to give blood, which she must have because she knew about the blood type, or at the very least, that would have been on file.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you have, like, a rare blood type, like Bonus Dad, he has the universal blood type.
Yep.
So he can pick anybody. So the blood bank is always hounding him
Yep.
to, like,
Not
come
just that,
donate blood.
Not just that, they will flag your account, and I believe it goes above and beyond just the blood donor clinic or systems. Like, other people will have their eyes on that as well.
Well, they have to, because if she ever got into, like, say, an accident, the hospitals would need to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
After a brief period of hesitation, she deletes the whistleblower extraordinaire account and sighs. Another one bites the dust. I've got another story to finish. I was talking about Bitcoin, and then... Where did I stop? Scamming, Constellation, or NYC Elites? I think it was...
NYC Elites.
No,
It was scamming. She was scamming the NYC elites.
Yeah. She told us she was scamming.
Yeah. Okay. Scamming?
All right. You know who saw the real face of this city? Anna Delvey. Ever heard of her? A Russian working-class girl, born as Anna Sorokin. She moved to New York in 2013 and convinced everyone that she was this insanely rich trust fund kid. A wealthy German heiress. Manhattan elites totally fell for it, and they bought it for years until while she swindled them. She only got arrested in 2017 after having stolen almost $300,000.
Jesus.
Sorokin created her Delvey persona out of thin air, convinced everyone that she was going to set up an art fund, but kept tasting all of life's finest pleasures while basically being broke.
I've heard about this.
She even made up a fake family financial advisor and then killed him off when he became a liability. And apparently, most of her rich victims never admitted to being scammed out of shame. By now, you're sure the way she scrutinizes her surroundings, her reckless driving, she's trying to escape somebody.
Oh, shit.
She is being... Confirmed. She is being hunted, and I wonder if she's being hunted by the Inquisition or by hunters. Either way, she is being tracked and she is compromised at this point. Somebody knows about her.
Shit.
Oh, no.
That being said, I still like her.
Oh, yeah.
I like her too.
And I kind of want to just rip somebody apart.
Yeah. Like, who the fuck is messing with our hope?
Now, Delvey's locked up with the murderers in Rikers, writing her memoirs, apparently picking a lot of fights. Bless her heart. She'll forever be an inspiration. But I have more advantages than she ever did. I have my own considerable funds, and I can rely on many more made-up people than just some old-ass financial advisor. A whole bunch of fake content creators and influencers that every rich dumbass wants to get in touch with and collaborate. Makes it super easy to earn more money than I invest. You've seen it firsthand, both as a deceiver and the deceived. It's a city of illusions. Make non-existent money come up with a fictional status. Play nonsensical Camarilla games. And one day, you might just find yourself at the top. Alright. We're reaching our last stop.
Okay.
You look around. You're coming up on a parking garage.
Oh, I wouldn't go in there.
Oh, shit.
You're going to take an elevator to the 70th floor. Give the masked man you meet in front of the door this memory card. It contains an art house movie I've made. Art house movie? You mean vampire movie? Or you made it?
I don't want to say vampire movie because I'm still kind of paranoid about the whole flash drive thing.
Yeah.
So, you made it?
You made it?
Cool.
Wait, you made it?
What are you, dense? You've seen me rehearse it in my haven. You didn't think I was just doing that for show, did you?
I mean, kind of.
I found some filthy rich Manhattan pervs who will pay a fortune for a convincing vampire cam show. I don't need money, but their IT industry connections gave me an idea. When we give them this memory card, we'll gain access to tech that should allow us to take on my biggest enemy in this city. So your nickname this time is going to be... Crash.
Oh.
You are momentarily dazed and can't immediately understand what happened. The first thing you know for sure is if you were still a normal human being, you'd be dead. That was a little too convenient.
Yeah.
Do you think she planned this too?
Either that or we're being tailed.
Well, we already
Yeah.
confirmed she was being tailed.
No, I mean
Yeah.
right here, right now.
Yeah.
You replay the last
Oh,
few
shit.
seconds in your head. The other car appeared out of nowhere and crashed into Hope's vehicle at the maximum speed it was able to achieve in this closed-off space.
Oh.
The driver has already managed to kick open the mangled door next to him and stumble out of his seat. Now he wordlessly approaches the trunk and takes a large
Oh.
caliber silenced pistol out of it.
Oh, hell no.
Dot, dot, dot. Actually, Lady Punit, why don't you take this guy? He starts approaching the lavender wreck of Hope's car, obviously ready to finish the job that he started. You have to be fast and violent. It's you or him now.
We are gonna have to use our vampiric abilities, maybe.
Let's get ready for a throwdown here.
I feel like maybe we should have taken opportunities to feed.
Well, no, we don't know what the other person had.
Attack the man
True.
or celerity outrun his gun.
Outrun his gun.
We know that the bullets will only slow us down and they won't stop us. They'll hurt like a bitch, but they won't stop us.
That's fair.
Do we want to use?
We want to keep.
Do we want to use the blood power now? We don't have any indicators at the edge of our screen, which means we should theoretically be able to use our blood power.
Also, I'd like to point out that from the sounds of it, he is the only human around. So if we do lose ourselves to hunger, is it really a loss if we eat him?
The question is, if we outrun his gun, where are they putting? Where is that running away or running towards him?
I'd say attack the man.
Yeah, let's attack the man. Let's save the... We'll save, like...
Sorry, go ahead.
We'll save the kindred things for later, because for all he knows, we're just like her boyfriend. Like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
So before we
Yeah.
do that, give me 1 second.
Saving.
Attack him?
Attack the man. Attack the man.
Yeah, attack him.
Your instincts take over. You don't come up with a strategy or an optimal route. You simply start running towards the gunman, yelling. For a split second, he's completely dumbfounded, and then he opens fire.
Ow.
The bullets
Ow.
put a brief stop to your sprint. You're engulfed in pain, your flesh and clothes being shredded to bits.
Ow.
But when his magazine runs out, you're still standing, and you're determined to move forward. Motherfucker. He tries to act as quickly as possible, but he can't reload his weapon before you get to him. A tackle, a primal scream, left punch, right punch, left punch, right punch. You return this cruelty tenfold to his face, and when you're done, the head is barely recognizable as a human. You stand above the gunman's body, trying to calm yourself and your killer instincts.
Uh-oh.
And that's when you hear her voice. Hope slithers out of her car and sees you standing over your assailant. Huh. You did pretty good.
Thanks.
She approaches the body of the driver you killed and kicks it so she can take a better look at it. Upon seeing the front of the corpse, she lets out an annoyed grunt. Knew it would be this asshole. He's been following us all day. And I know just who he belongs to. Even
Care
before
to
she's done talking... Sorry, what?
Care to share? Also, I'd like to point out that looks like getting hurt gave us the bloody screen.
It sure did.
Yeep.
Even before she's done talking, she's already trying to reach someone through a video call. Eventually, she succeeds. You see a nonchalant woman in business casual on her smartphone's screen.
Oh.
We have a new player.
Kara Montgomery, how may I help you?
Kara.
Hope. Didn't expect you to ever reach me through this channel. Have you thought things through? Wait, did something happen?
Did something happen? Your fucking ghoul just tried to kill me, you crazy bitch. And that's what's fucking happened.
Calm yourself, for Christ's sakes. This is a baseless accusation.
I know he's from
really?
Double Spiral. He's been working at your motherfucking company.
Come on. You know I can't be held responsible for the independent actions of my subordinates. Why don't we just meet up and talk it over?
Hope disconnects the call and instantly blocks Kara from contacting her.
Ooh.
Oh.
You corporate shithead. You make me sick. Tired, she turns her gaze to the dead ghoul. I'll dispose of him.
Can I eat him?
Help me put him in my car.
Can I eat
Can I
him?
eat him? Please?
Like, I know there's probably not a lot left, but can I eat him?
We can't eat the dead, I don't think.
But he's only been dead like 10 seconds.
Yes, but if we drink the blood of the dead, we die, correct?
Oh.
Oh. God damn it.
30 seconds later, his body is laying on the back seat of the lavender-colored wreck. Okay, good. You take a look at the scene of the carnage in front of you. Every second we're here gets us closer to a serious masquerade violation. I'll have to exchange my Palme d'Or-worthy masterpiece for the goods some other time. She gets behind the wheel, and you follow her inside the car. Meet me in my haven when I tell you it's safe. For now, I need to dump this asshole somewhere and get my car fixed and plan our counterattack. You guide Hope to your own haven. She drops you off, and before she leaves, she makes what's about to come. She makes what's about to come perfectly clear. If we want to survive in this city, Kara Montgomery needs to die.
Oh shit.
She disappears into traffic, and you disappear into your place.
I mean, in fairness, she's not wrong.
Also, what if Kara Montgomery is one of those that's also headed for the seat of New York?
Could be.
Hope did call her corporate bullshit or something like that.
So,
Yeah.
we have this somebody's watching me. We have the nosy reporter. I think we said we were going to do the reporter next, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully this gives us a chance to eat.
Okay.
Yes.
The streetlights filter into the apartment in a stark white glow as if someone were shooting a movie outside. The art pieces display tasteful expense entirely fitting the image you have of Sophie. It feels as if 1,000 sins have been committed on these premises, most of them under her benevolent hospitality.
Oh.
Sophie comes to greet you as you enter the living room, shaking her head.
You understand that people judge me based on how you dress, don't you? Oh, are we still bloody?
We don't know. Sophie looks at your clothes
bloody.
as if resigned to your sartorial limitations. I can take care of myself. I've tried to dress inconspicuously, or I've had other things to worry about.
I tried to dress inconspicuously. Do you want me to be flamboyant when there's a reporter outside?
Blue Dragon Lady?
Yeah. Yeah, I've tried to dress inconspicuously. I've tried to dress inconspicuously because of the masquerade.
That's very sensible of you. I suppose I should commend you for that.
Yeah.
Sophie walks to the window and looks out, the streetlights playing on her features. She reminds you of a queen contemplating the unfortunate limitations of her subjects.
You'd think that as a vampire, at least we wouldn't have to worry about the vultures of the press. Unfortunately, when you have power and ability, there are always parasites trying to feed on you.
I mean, yeah.
Is there a reporter after you? I used to have a journalist friend, or I'll go beat up the bastard.
Is there a reporter after you?
Yeah.
I'm more curious about us having
That's true. We're saying I used to have a reporter. Are we talking about Emma?
Don't. No, we cannot let her know about Emma.
If she doesn't already know.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec. I will be right back. You guys talk it out.
Okay, so
I would say it's safe to assume she already knows everything because of Kadir.
because
And the fact...
because parents talk between.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think Emma was a reporter or a journalist. I think she was more like social media influencer.
Yeah, she was a social media influencer that did the whole remix method when it came to basically making her own version of things. Because a lot of, you know how there's like the whole trend thing? People get famous off of trends and whatnot because of how they remix the trend.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what Emma was.
So, yeah, I don't think it's actually Emma. I do, although we are also saying I used to, implying that we're no longer friends. So we could have just stopped being friends with them even before we were embraced.
Yeah. Unless he's talking about the reporter that we dodged a bullet from earlier.
But would we call them a friend?
Not necessarily. We could also be helping out Hope by letting Sophie know about this reporter dude that almost tried breaking the masquerade.
True. So should we say I used to have a journalist friend?
No, I'd say is there a reporter after you? Just try to get more info out of her.
Lady Punit, do you agree?
I agree, yeah.
Is there a reporter after you?
Sophie.
Lady Sophie.
Yes, a terrible, persistent creature.
Sophie steps away from the window and settles down onto a sofa, a wine glass with red liquid in it. Blood, treated as not to spoil. You become good at noticing the scent, even from a distance. And she doesn't offer you any, as you cautiously sit down across from her.
Rude. This awful man has been stalking my apartment with a camera. He's gone through my trash, talked to the neighbors. Please be a dear and explain to him that there's nothing for him here.
I'm not an errand boy. Is this about the masquerade or Auspex? You're enjoying this.
You're enjoying this.
You're enjoying this.
I can sense it. Like, look at the way she's talking about it. She's calling him an awful man. But everything I'm reading about this sounds playful, like she's amused by it. Like, talk to the neighbors, gone through my trash. Please be a dear and explain to him that there's nothing here.
We want to use our blood powers?
I don't want to, but at the same time, it will prove like, hey, we're catching on to you.
Yeah.
We're starting to read you. You're not as good at hiding your emotions as you seem.
All right.
Yep.
Also, we're planning on eating him anyway.
Yep. You're enjoying this, aren't you? I can see it in your face.
Nonsense. Some rancid beast is stalking me, that's all. It's just that the secrecy of the masquerade is a bore sometimes. A necessary bore, but a bore nonetheless.
Yeah, you're enjoying this.
Huh.
What? What's up?
What gears be spinning?
What if... And just stay with me here for a sec. She's Anarch playing a Camarilla.
Oh, that is an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
While trying to struggle for the role of the prince, or trying to battle for the role of the prince. That would put an Anarch in charge of the city.
Dude.
You think you're playing double agent?
I do.
Dude.
That would make so much sense. That would also... Oh, the Rose House. She could have...
Yeah!
She could have told the Anarch, our sire, where to turn us.
Yeah! This would also explain some of the connections that she's wanting us to do as well.
It might also explain why an Anarch just suddenly happened to assault us in Central Park.
Mm-hmm.
A park that she brought us to.
Yeah.
Just happened to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And an Anarch just happened to know where our haven was and sent us a letter to meet him at the church.
Yeah.
After Sophie has said only the most holy and pure can hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
We got that letter like shortly after she told us this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fucking timing. Fucking Sophie.
This must happen often. Isn't this unavoidable, or isn't this dangerous?
This must happen often. Well, think about it. She's a beautiful lady.
This must happen. Bleh. This must happen often. How do you usually deal with it?
Everyone has their own way. Sometimes the problem goes away with a bit of money or sharp words. Other times you need something more.
Am I in danger? Do I get something out of this, or do you know anything about the reporter?
Do you know anything about the reporter?
True, because Sophie's a capable lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh god, if we're going through with this theory that she's also a double agent, she could be testing us to see, like, how aligned with the Camarilla we are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
This just got a lot more interesting. Let's ask about the reporter, though, because if we know more about him, we can go like, oh, hey, you have a little girl who's, like, in the 5th grade, right?
Yeah.
Blue Dragon Lady, thoughts?
Yeah, I want to know more about this reporter, bitch.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this reporter? Man, woman, young, old, anything like that?
Nugget, you need to move. You need to move. All gossip reporters look the same to me. Well, yeah, but there's like differential. Like, are they like? Do they wear feminine clothes? Do they wear masculine clothes? Are they androgynous? Do they have a lot of wrinkles?
Yeah.
Time for you to go. I have business to attend to.
But it wasn't done yet.
You leave the apartment as Sophie disappears into another room. You don't have a clear idea of the games she's playing. You don't have a clear idea of the games she plays with the city's mortal and immortal power structures, but she always seems to be making a move. Outside on the street, there's a slight warm drizzle. Kinda gets under your clothes and makes you want to take a shower when you get back to your own haven. No reporters immediately jump out to you.
Huh.
Investigate the area, stay put and keep an eye out, or Auspex, use enhanced senses.
I don't want us to use all of our abilities so close together, even though we don't seem to have any, like, issue yet.
Because I think we're in a major plot point right now. That may come up later, because we did have the bloody screen earlier, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, What do you think, Blue?
I'd say keep an eye out a bit.
Let's act nonchalant.
Because we can make ourselves... Yeah, acting nonchalant.
Bring out our cell phone, play Candy Crush.
Yeah. Stay put and keep an eye out?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
For a while, it feels like nothing is happening in the New York night. People are walking past you on their way to whatever, nightlife diversions. Help them forget their sordid lives. As you contemplate going back inside and telling Sophie you're not looking for a new career as a lookout, you suddenly notice the lens of a camera pointed at you directly across the street.
Excuse you.
Hey! You yell and run across the street. It's a man you're sure you've seen somewhere before. Rotund, pasty, someone who spent too much time in badly ventilated rooms stained with cigarette smoke.
Gross.
You enter an alley, a dark, dingy space between two tall buildings. Once upon a time, a place like this might have worried you, made you think of muggings and violence. Now it's clear that the most dangerous thing here is you.
Yep.
I think we're about to have a snack.
Haha.
The man you are
Feeding
following
time.
seems to realize this too. He holds his camera in front of him like a shield, its heavy objective resting on his paunch. With the start, you recognize him.
Oh shit.
You remember the face, the shaded sunglasses from a picture next to a byline in some trashy paper. The article was about a friend of yours, an artist, who was reported to be dating a celebrity. It was true, but the celebrity didn't want to be associated with your friend and broke it off afterwards. And for months, your friend cursed Dougherty's name. Okay, so he has a reputation for ruining people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Oh, he looks like a dick too.
Yep.
Hey,
His name's Frank too.
hey, don't go around scaring people like that. I recognize you, I'm a huge fan, or welcome to Knuckletown.
We could get him all loosey-goosey and then feed on him.
We could. I'm totally down for fucking with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge fan.
I'm such a big fan of yours, Mr. Frank.
Mr.
Wow, you're Frank Daughtry. I'm a huge fan. Love your work.
Thank you. It's nice to have one's work appreciated. So a reporter, huh? What are you reporting on? Or a lot of scoops here in this dirty alley.
Yeah, a lot of scoops here in this dirty alley.
I'm probably... I kind of want to ask what he's reporting on. Try to get shit out of him.
True. We don't know why he's after Sophie.
No, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
What are you reporting on? Why were you trying to take my picture?
Yeah. What are you reporting on?
I'm not sure you can help me. Well, perhaps you can. Do you live here? I'm working on a story about a local resident. Her name is Sophie Langley. Everybody knows her in high society circles. From the way you look, I'm guessing you might know her too.
What's supposed to mean?
She's a redhead, pretty as a picture, and there were a lot of pictures of her through the years. That's the thing, in fact. Look at this.
Oh shit.
Frank pulls out his phone and starts showing you pictures. Some have been downloaded from news sites, while others are photos from the society pages of newspapers from past decades.
Sophie!
All show Sophie. She has different clothes, hairstyles, makeup, names, but the face remains the same.
God damn it, Sophie.
That's strange. What do you think's going on? They're all hot. Other than that, I'm not sure. Or, so you're a stalker of some sort? I want to play... I'm inclined to play dumb.
They're all hot? Other than that, I'm not sure.
I want to know what he thinks.
Yeah.
True. That's strange. So what do you think's going on?
Pump him for
Yep.
information.
Yep.
I leave that flower.
That's strange. What do you think is going on?
Beats me. That's what I'm here to find out. You must have a theory about what's happening. This must be important, or so why does it matter?
You must have a theory about what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's your theory? You must have a theory about what's happening.
I have a theory or two, but before I print my theory, I need facts to back it up. 3 words. Extreme plastic surgery. All the celebrities do it. Only her doctor is better than the rest. You look critically at the photos on Frank's phone. No doctor's that good? Hook me up with this miracle doctor, or you're looking for a doctor in an alley?
I don't want to say no doctor is that good,
Mm-hmm.
because then that implies we know something.
Hook me up with this miracle doctor.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess. You find out who the surgeon is, let me know. I could have some work done.
You're right. It makes no sense. Damn. So, how would you explain it?
Photoshop.
It's a hoax.
Let's go
I know.
Let's go with I know Sophie personally.
No! It's a hoax. Photoshop exists, damn it!
Well, not back then, but here's the thing. Here's what I would say. You know, there's this amazing thing called children.
Yeah.
Or if you, like, look at certain... Like, there's that whole theory about Keanu Reeves being, like, ancient because there was a painting from, like, the Renaissance.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going with it's a hoax?
I want to say it's a hoax.
Yeah, because one, Photoshop exists, so it'd be very easy to Photoshop her face onto some, like, more ancient photo and just have it, like, done enough times or have it be lasting on the internet enough to, like, gain noticeability.
Fair.
Have you considered the possibility that those pictures are a hoax?
Sure. Anything could be a hoax. But I dug up those old papers from the archives myself. I got to have something usable. Threaten Frank with legal action or intimidate Frank with violence?
I'd say legal action.
Technically, wait. He was on the other side of the street. Technically speaking. So, legally speaking, he wasn't on her property.
That's true.
He's paparazzi is what he is.
What rights do paparazzi have?
I think he's paparazzi.
Let's take
Well,
a
he
look.
definitely works for a tabloid. That being said, if he's not on her property, if he's on public property, he can take all the photos he wants. I think it's illegal to take photos into somebody's place, but not if they leave their residence. I'm pretty sure that's still legal. And he was taking photos of us. That being said, if we intimidate him with violence, he's going to know something's up. He's going to know he's onto something.
Yeah.
But this was also part 1. So we know we're going to have to deal with this guy again and again, at least a second time.
Yep.
So part of me wants to go about this the safe masquerade route and say, look, buddy, you're going on levels of stalking here. I have proof. You're showing me these. You've been asking around about Miss Langley.
Yep.
You've been trying to... This is like grounds for stalking. So I am here to tell you, if this continues, we will take legal action against you.
And that puts us on his
or-
radar. Either way, we're on his radar now. We don't have a choice. We can't back out of that.
Well, what if we go about it the safe route where it seems like, oh, we won't do anything against you physically yet? Because here's the thing, he might think he can, like, be safe behind legal action, and we're just, like, not gonna do anything to him harmful-wise.
If we go the safe route, threaten Frank with legal action, we could also be telling him, look, like, I'm gonna just give you a heads up now, Langley might pull some shit legally and ruin your life the same way that you ruin other people's lives. Just saying. We could be going the friendly route to warn him, hey, you might want to back off because otherwise she's gonna fuck you up.
So, legal action then?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frank, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you something you can work with. Take it.
Frank is clearly taken aback by the change in your tone, but he's a gossip reporter. He's used to people trying to push him. Look, I'm a reporter. You can bluster, but you can't hide the truth. You've made a lot of enemies. Can you afford a lawsuit, or we'll put pressure on your paper?
He already knows he has a lot of enemies.
I want to say he's no stranger to lawsuits. He's probably had them before, which means he's probably got a nest egg saved up. Let's go after his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go after his job. Because if he doesn't have a job, he doesn't have money for lawsuits.
Basically, straight to the jugular.
Yep. We'll initiate legal proceedings against your newspaper for harassment. You only have a job because somebody at your paper feels sorry for you. Do you think they'll keep you on once you become a liability?
I know that. You don't have to rub it in my face, asshole.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we can destroy you, this is just business, or desist and I'll leave you alone.
I don't want to say we can destroy you, because he might take that as a challenge.
Remember, we're trying to be friendly here.
Desist and I'll leave you alone.
Or this is just business. That's another friendly option.
I don't see that as friendly option. That makes it seem like we're playing a power move. Which, I mean, yes, we are. If we want to be truly friendly. Dude, no hard feelings. You back off, I'll knock it off. Come after me again, and we'll make good.
Yeah.
This is your warning.
Desist, and I'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
It's your choice. I'm not your enemy. Desist, and there won't be any trouble.
Frank is taken aback at the brutality of your tone. He's been intimidated many times before, but he also knows that sometimes the threats are real. This time, he senses you're not kidding. He's just an aging man trying to salvage a career. You win. I hope you and Sophie Langley have a happy life.
Ew. She's like her mom.
Deflated and hunched over, Frank drudges away from the alley. You stare at his receding figure. It's not hard to feel sorry for him. In Sophie Langley, he took on something way too powerful for a small fish like himself.
Guys, he took our picture. He took our picture, and he said he hoped us and Miss Langley are happy together. He could do the same thing he did to our friend.
Yep.
And post that we're in some kind of relationship with her.
We are now at Sorry, go ahead.
To a newspaper where we've been assumed missing for almost a week.
We might have to kill a bitch later.
Yep.
We are now at the end of the night, so I'm thinking... Give me 1 sec while we rest.
Oh. Daddy!
So here's a bit of a sneak peek for next week. We have a sheriff at our door.
I think we might be in trouble for getting our picture taken.
We didn't do nothing.
One moment. So, let's talk. What do we think of today?
Oh, that was eventful.
What did we learn?
We learned Kaiser's preferred method of feeding is blood bag, although it's wine bottles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We learned that Hope used to have one of the most rare blood types in the world, with only 1% of the population having it.
And we learned that because somebody's trying to track her, and essentially somebody knows about her and is trying to, I don't want to say kill her, but threaten her or tail her, or somebody knows something about her.
Well, it's out. She knows who it is. It's that Montgomery lady.
We don't have confirmation that that's the person that was after her to start.
That's true. But knowing her viewpoints on the world as Malkavian, I would lean towards trusting her judgment.
Fair. She is Malkavian. I will give that.
What else did we do? We ran into a reporter who we don't have okay, first of all, we don't have confirmation he took our picture. We just know we saw him point his camera at us.
Yes. Mm-hmm. He could have just been zooming in, getting ready. But we saw the camera lens from across the street. That's a decent feat.
Yeah.
Then again, we do have enhanced senses, but I don't know.
We now have another theory about Sophie that she might just be an anarch
double agent.
Which, think about it, she's been a part of the Camarilla for possibly at least a century.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's playing we know she likes to play games. We know she likes to play chess. She likes to make she likes to play a chess game. In chess, sometimes it's better to play the long game, which for a vampire, 100 years is like a drop in the bucket, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And we know that this isn't the first time she's had to deal with a reporter.
Yeah.
Although, I would like to say that her allowing herself to get her picture taken for newspapers is very sloppy work.
Yeah.
Especially for her.
So
What if
unless
she is Anarch?
Unless she doesn't understand, which I seriously doubt.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, he said it like from a few decades, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, everything that we have seen Sophie do, everything that we have heard about Sophie thus far, she is calculating, and she rarely does anything without thinking about it. Therefore, for her to be sloppy and have her picture taken over the course of decades, that has to be a calculated move on her part. She is trying to achieve a goal here. And I'm wondering if she's trying to violate the masquerade without violating the masquerade.
That
Again,
would be another coin in the bucket of her being an Anarch double agent.
It sure as hell would. And again, it would be another coin in the bucket of her playing the long game for something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only thing the Anarchs and the Camarilla have in common is their want to keep the masquerade intact as much as possible, because no one wants another Inquisition to happen.
Right.
But see, if we knew she was only a couple decades old, I would chalk it up to like fledgling mistake.
Yeah.
But we know she's
Wait
at
a minute.
least a century old. What?
What if she is working with the Inquisition?
What if she's trying to show the world that they exist?
Yeah. Basically, there's the whole Anarch. The conversation that we had with the hipster dude at the church about how possibly the actual divine ones, and the whole conversation that sparked up by saying, hey, go into an Elysium and proclaim your divinity and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And the theory that this is connected to possibly Sophie being an Anarch double agent for the Camarilla.
Mm-hmm.
What if she's one of the people that believes that her and the vampire are the next step of evolution of the divine?
Could be.
And she's trying to obtain something higher than Prince.
So are we all of solid thought then that she is not actually Camarilla and she's just playing a part? Are we convinced of that?
Mm-hmm.
I think she's playing the long game.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember what Kadir said, she's very manipulative, and he's known her. He has a history with her.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that history may be. We assume it's like spited lovers. For all we know, they could be siblings. But
yeah,
he says she's manipulative.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Are we all of the same mind that she is not she is not truly Camarilla at her heart, though?
I think she is going to do everything in her power to make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't help but notice that you're not actually answering the question.
It's hard to say for sure for myself, because here's the thing. She has a lot of the Camarilla attributes, and the clan she's part of, the Toreadors, have long since been a part of the Camarilla.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They were one of the original clans to join the Camarilla after the what was it? The Court of Roses, the Court of Thorns, the Throne of Thorns.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. they were one of the first ones to join the Camarilla after that whole debacle where the Masquerade was first made.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me wants to say, is she? No, she's still wearing her jewelry. Okay. Part of me wants to say she's her own agent.
Okay.
I don't think she's like. I think she values the Camarilla as a piece in her chess game. But I do not think she would go out of her way to ensure the Camarilla survives. Unless it benefited her.
Blue Dragon Lady, what are your thoughts?
I do agree with Lady Punit's theory on this and her thoughts on the matter. And I still think that she wants to place herself in a higher seating with everything that she's doing. Unless if we go back to the very beginning of this thing, this could also be part of that plot with the dude in shadows from the beginning of the story. And she's just part of it.
Could be. She could also be somebody could also be playing her as well.
Yeah, or the New World Order shit that the one shady reporter from Leaky Gut Syndrome story just said. What if that was a clue as to what's going on, especially revolving around Sophie?
So, my thoughts are...
what if Sophie is actually trying to do a New World Order with the Camarilla?
My thoughts are this. I'm going to make a prediction here and now.
Okay.
Sophie is not Camarilla. On top of that, Sophie is also not Anarch.
You think she's with the Sabat?
I don't know. I don't think she's either Camarilla or Anarch, though. I do think she's playing at something, and I do think she's playing the long game, and I think she's extremely cold, calculating, and absolutely 100% manipulative in what she does, and people don't know her true intentions until it's too fucking late. But she is playing chess, and she is doing so she's making her moves very deliberately.
Yeah.
Think about the news articles. She's been photographed over decades. She is easily over. She's been with the Camarilla for at least 100 years. She has watched technology evolve from I would assume from probably a pre-industrial state, possibly, to what it is now, or at least she has seen things evolve from a more primitive atmosphere to the technology that we have today. She would know what this technology does, and she would know that she has to be aware of it. She literally watched all of this develop. So to accidentally have her picture taken, don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that was an accident. I think she's playing at something. The Camarilla would never allow that. And the Anarchs would never allow that because they both essentially want to keep the Masquerade in place. But like I said, she's playing a long game, so I don't think she's either. I'm just going to put that out right now.
If she's not either, she might be Sabat, unless there is another type of
I'm wondering if they're trying to set something. I'm almost wondering if they're trying to set something up here, something new to lore, something that we haven't seen before.
That would be interesting.
And
do any of the have like an eye for a symbol?
I don't know. Let's go take a quick look. Give me a second. Let me pull up a quick Google search here.
Because I keep looking at that eyeball shaped cloud.
Yeah, the eye.
Hold on.
The eyeball of the clouds.
We had something mentioned before. New World Order and the Illuminati were both mentioned by that reporter dude.
Yeah.
One of the main symbols of the Illuminati is actually an eyeball, in a triangle. Give me 1 second. Let me take a look here. VTM clan logos. Let me go take a look at images. Which eye?
So if you look in the clouds in the background, there is an eyeball.
Like it kind of looks like an eye in the clouds.
Yeah. Like smack dab in the middle of the clouds, in the middle of the screen.
Okay, so Masquerade symbols. Let me see here. It's second edition, blah, 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 beliefs, sects. Are we going to load pictures, or are you just going to sit there?
Oh, yeah, that'd also be a good thing to look into. Like, if any of, like, the religions have the eyeball as their symbol.
Well, give me a second. Let me take a look.
Because it's not just religions, it's clans.
That's not going
Oh.
Excuse me.
Salubri?
Hold on.
Salubre?
They have their symbol is a triangle with 3 eyeballs in it.
Ooh.
The who? Hold on.
Ooh.
I don't see what you're looking at. Oh, yeah, here it is. Let's take a look at that.
What if she's one of the eyes? Because maybe she's probably not working alone, obviously, if she's... Because having her picture taken as deliberately as she has been over the decades, she would have had some sort of punishment by this point. What if she wasn't working alone?
The Salubri Antri Tribu of the Sabbat are not the quiet contemplative kindred that seek Golconda in persecuted exile. No, these kindred call themselves Furies, and they seek the blood of the Camarilla vampires, the Tremere especially, with venomous passion. They are the modern incarnation of the ancient warrior caste. A Sabbat pack is said to have discovered a torpid Adonai in the last Salubri Wars in a mine outside of Prague during the 1990s, who, upon their awakening, gave rise to these Antribu. Let me see here.
Do you remember how much she needed to speak with the Tremere? She had a lot of interest in the Tremere.
They are devoted to the cause of killing the Camarilla vampires, but not necessarily to other Sabbat agendas. They take part in the rite of the sect, and they share their blood, but what truly fires them up is the chance to invade Camarilla territory and burn some Tremere. If the ancient rumors of the Salubri warriors being honorable knights are true, then times have indeed changed. These kindred do not know honorable combat from IED. They just want to watch their enemies crumble into dust. The Furies clan weakness is slightly different from that of the main Salubri. They receive nourishment from blood taken either by force or during a frenzy.
She might have ties to the Fury.
Guys,
Yeah.
one of the disciplines of that clan is Auspex.
Which we also have access to. We've used it a couple of times.
What if she's not a Toreador?
But we also have access to Auspex, which would mean...
No. We know we're Toreador.
Yeah.
We selected it. She's told us it's very hard to confirm what clan a kindred's a part of unless there's distinct ways to tell.
Mm-hmm.
She could very well be masquerading as a Toreador. Or she could have committed diablerie and ingested one of the members.
Because if you also look at the loading screen that we have here, look at how she is positioned and look at how her image is presented.
Whoa.
What?
In the final nights... sorry, wrong one. History. I'm going to read a paragraph here. The Salubri are the childer of the Saulot, the most beloved of Cain and the healer of the kindred. Saulot was a mystic uncomfortable with his awakened beast, and constantly questing to squelch it. In the interest of furthering this quest, and to tame the pains of the living and dead, Saulot embraced the wise and gentle to tend the pains of Cain and Seth's get. These childer, the Salubri, were revealed as healers and peacemakers, unusually selfless for creatures more often defined by their greed. They're directly linked to Cain and Abel.
Ooh.
And the downfall of humanity and the first major sin was a murder, but that was caused by an apple.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Oh, God.
Yo! I got tingles!
Did we just... We might have just discovered a plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
The Salubri are always rare. Saulot himself entered Torpor sometime around the 1st century and only rarely resurfaced. Each case was focused on its own particular purpose, hunting down demons or teaching Golconda, and given that the Salubri on the whole are not fond of being vampires, they did not embrace many childer. Those that were usually exceptional in some fashion. All of this changed in 1133 when the mage Tremere found and diablerized Saulot. The act, unheard of, was a desperate attempt by the new clan Tremere to acquire legitimacy by acquiring an antediluvian of their own, but it nearly backfired. The Tremere, by committing the ultimate crime on the closest thing the damned had to a saint, only cemented their reputation as usurpers. The Tremere responded with a vicious propaganda campaign and cheap magic. The Salubri were never entirely trusted anyways, the price being too nice. And now with the Tremere offering real magical power and lesser pangs of conscience, certain clans were too willing to believe that maybe the whole soul-sucking thing was a bit more true than they had originally thought. In less than a century, the Salubri were no longer the rare and precious unicorns, but now feared soul-devouring horrors. An amazing feat, the Tremere campaign, as if another hand was behind it. The Tremere coupled propaganda with terror. Tremere himself went into torpor shortly after draining Saulot. The Council of Seven needed to boost their own power, preferably by diablerizing Salubri Methuselah's. A conclave of the clan in 1291 in Acre was held, during which the Salubri debated on how to react to the situation. The healers renounced violence as contrary to Saulot's teachings, while the warriors, disagreeing with them, split and instead waged one-man wars against their numerous enemies that more often than not led to nothing but their own destruction. This continued throughout the 12th century and ended with the capture of and diablery of Mokur by Atreus. Mokur's death meant the death of one of the last Salubri elders, and the clan slowly withered on the vine.
Ooh.
Moving on more towards the final nights. In the 20th century, the Salubri have all but died out, with only 7 rumored to be active, as well as a few hidden ones, such as Matil. Through this rumor, it is believed that some have started. It is believed by some to have been started by the Salubri themselves in order to hide their true numbers, whether they be lower or higher than the rumored 7. The main clan is now exceeded by bloodlines, including Nikulu Zhao of Africa and the Wu Zhao of Asia. The Salubri, if they are known at all, are reviled for their strange and frightening soul-devouring powers. And then something even stranger and more frightening happens. Salubri anti-tribu, the Sabbat accepts. Salubri anti-tribu. The Sabbat accepts into its ranks the Childer of Adonai. These warriors are consumed by their need for vengeance and are creatures of rage, dubbed Furies by their Sabbat compatriots. They are not honorable creatures, but rather bitter knights, driven to destroy the Tremere and seeking vengeance for their founder's destruction.
I
So
think
she.
I don't know. She doesn't sound like a fury. Because bear in mind, it sounds like they're compelled to find like Tremere and fight them. But Sophie's not like that.
She is trying to get in touch. She is trying to draw closer to the Tremere, though. She needs to get in, and in order to do that, it might be a matter of playing the long game. I still don't think she's Camarilla or Anarch. I think she's something else.
She might be working with the Fury to help them achieve their goal against the Tremere of New York.
Mm-hmm. Lots of possibilities.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Like, she might be one of these other clans.
Culture. Again, there are not in culture. Again, there are not enough of these Salibri to have a culture. What little there is has mostly focused around Golconda lore. Salibri believe that vampiric existence is torment, from which Golconda or death is the only escape. Consequently, the modern Salibri would embrace, teach a child the basics of the route, leave clues for the child to follow to achieve Golconda, and then have their child diablerize them. One side effect of this is that Salibri are all relatively low generation. Normal Salibri start out as 8th generation by default. Even the anti-tribu usually have a couple of dots in the background.
You think she's doing something similar?
Yes.
So she might not be a part of the clan, but she might be embracing the culture.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Very, very possibly. That being said, this has been a most entertaining discussion. We, unfortunately, need to wrap up for today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we have things to do.
Some of us have shift to do.
So, for those of you that are watching in chat still, thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to us prattle on. We will see you guys next Wednesday. Don't forget, on Sunday, I've got D&D with the Debauchery Tea Party, and I'm going to be working on trying to figure out when I'm starting crafting streams again, so if you want to come watch me work on things and craft, you're more than welcome to be around. I love your faces, guys. I'm Linktree / Blazewing. We've got, I believe, Linktree / The Reading Dragon Official, and if you're looking for Lady Punit, it's Paulina.Avalon on TikTok.
Yay.
Also, Lady Punit, aren't you part of a live stream as well on Twitch for Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes. So every Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, I'm a part of the Icar and Honor streaming. We have it every 2 weeks. So this Sunday coming up, if you're interested, we are actually facing 2 of the BBEGs in battle.
Oh, shit.
In a gladiator-style arena. And one of them is one of our players' brothers.
And what time is that on Sunday?
It's 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
PM or AM?
PM. It's in the evening.
Do you have a link that you can drop in chat?
Oh, 1 second. I will... Yeah, 1 second. I will get that. We're having a lot of fun, and there's a lot of planning and a lot of... well... Let's just say there's a lot of panicking happening right now.
Yep.
Here we go. And share. All right. So
you should have mod abilities, so you should be able to post a link in chat. Not a problem.
Here we go. So there's the link to the chat. Like I said, Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time in the PM. We are having a battle against 2 of our BBEGs. And one of the BBEGs is actually being forced to fight because they had a enchantment placed on them.
Cool. Look forward to that.
And also on Sunday evenings, there is a YouTube live stream that I am part of called Total Party Knockouts, and that happens at, what time is it? 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to watch both of us at the same time, there's that as well. And that is on youtube.com/Total Total Party Knockouts.
Actually, I'm
And
just
I shared the link.
mine's on YouTube as well. I forgot about that. One moment. Continue. Just
Yep. So I just shared the link in the chat as well, and you can catch up with our story by watching the playback of our streams as well.
Yep.
And
Well,
eventually soon I'll have my own thing.
cool. We got the Twitch link and we've got the YouTube link. The YouTube links.
Yeah.
Awesome. That being said, guys, we're going to cut it off here for this week. Come and join us on Sunday for Debauchery Tea Party. Join us next Wednesday for the next installment of Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York. Don't forget, we've got the Chaos Crew every other week on anchor.fm/chaos-crew. And we've got Movie Days in Discord every Saturday. And Thursdays we do Discord-only screenings of Critical Role.
Yep.
Love y'all faces, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
bye-bye.
Yeah.